There we go.
Check.
And Jason.
Ooh!
Cheers! Can you hear us? Hey!
Cheers!
Ooh, wow.
Oh, yeah, cheers! Yeah!
Cheers!
Shit.
Jason, you were fucking ready for these.
I haven't had a beer in a couple weeks.
Woo!
I'm ready for a beer.
So hello everybody, welcome to the show.
Why. It twists off. I don't know why I popped it again.
So you haven't seen us in a while. It's been, what, 3 weeks now? We got some pre-recorded episodes. You see us, you know we're in the whole new year, new us, not so new year, maybe same us.
Tate's still a douchebag.
Tate's,
can't be new us.
yeah, Tate's still.
I've gotten stronger.
What's up, Kobe?
I heard about you getting your ass whooped last night. So.
Yeah, you told us about that. Jiu-jitsu, you got fucking
No, I
rolled.
was talking about my asshole.
You got fucking rolled.
I didn't necessarily get my ass whooped last night, but last night whooped my ass.
You know, it's a new year, first episode. We gotta come strong with the Tate hate to throw out. Yeah, you gotta start big.
Man, where were we like a week or two ago where somebody was asking about Tate hate and I was explaining it? And then Archie was asking about it the other night and I was like, hey, it happened like this. And I was like, Tate, for the longest time, anytime somebody would talk about something, you're dumb and that's dumb and everything about you is dumb. Finally, the people who were watching were fed up with it.
Get in them.
What's up, Kobe? Oh shit, I need to share. Hold on.
No.
Kobe was at jiu-jitsu last night, actually. Nice.
Killing it, Kobe. Did you beat Tate's ass too? That's the real question.
Why did you witch cackle? What was?
I know, right? That was an odd one.
Oh, you can hear him play that.
Oh my god.
Let me cackle for you.
There we go. Oh my god, look at the thumbnail. That's horrible. Jason's big fucking face.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Alright, so let's share with everyone. Jason, how was your no, not you don't have to do that. So how was your New Year's
we
and
had
Christmas?
talked about something and I was like, fuck, I don't remember this.
No, just a quick brief recap of how it was. You know, they've got to see 2 episodes of us of not actually being there and talking about what we were going to do. Did it come to fruition?
So, Christmas turned out pretty decent. Family gathered like normal. But all the stuff I cooked turned out awesome. I brined a turkey for a day and a half with parsley, thyme, rosemary, what's the lemon zest, and then lemons, and then salt water, of course. And then I cooked it. I followed Alton Brown, which was you make a turkey triangle and you put it on there so it keeps the heat in, but it doesn't cook the top. And then I also Gordon Ramsay that shit, which was parsley, butter, salt, pepper, lemon zest, and you put that under the skin, and then over top of it. So I baked this shit, cooked it on top. That meat just fell off the bone. Just fucking. I went to cut in it, and I couldn't because I pushed down on it, and it just split right off. Bloop. And I was like, oh man, it was so great. And then I cooked 2 hams. And one of them was a whole ham, the other one was a spiral ham, and everybody ate all of the spiral ham, and then that whole ham Anthony took home, and he sent me pictures like the whole week of him eating.
We made our prime rib.
Say, how was that?
So, Smoky River Meat, shout out. Kansas raised, grass fed. Holy shit, it's expensive though.
Yeah, my dad did one too.
Prime rib, it was 5 bones. And so it was 12 pounds, $10.99 a pound.
Oh yeah.
Before tax it was $132. After tax it was $145. But cooked it at 500 degrees for 60 minutes with the bark that you put on it. Oh man, prime rib, so good, so good.
To me, it's
made that good au jus.
To me, it's not worth the money. I'd rather get
A good steak.
Yeah, I'd rather get 10 steaks.
We can get it for free.
I wish you could have tried that one and see what you thought of that. I mean, you probably had them at restaurants, right? I've only had a couple ones at a restaurant that I really liked.
I just think it's an overrated.
The biggest problem with most restaurants.
I would definitely agree. I typically always turn it like.
Why is it not the same price as any other meat?
No, I get the cheapest steak on any menu normally. Oh, you got the flat iron steak? I'll take that.
Well, the biggest issue with like steaks like that is that, especially prime rib goes cold so quickly.
Oh yeah,
because it's such an individual cut, and the whole point of it isn't to, you're not like cooking it up to temperature, like you're slow roasting it. Yeah, you're slow roasting it, so it's not.
Or you let it upcook, right?
Yeah, you just waiting for it, or it cooks to a temperature and you just hold it there. So once you hold it there, naturally, unless you were literally cutting it and putting it on a plate, and unless that plate is like scalding hot, that sucker's gonna go ice cold.
Well, that's the thing about the au jus. That's why you want the au jus.
Pour the au jus on there, yeah.
And you don't want to skim all the fat off the drippings when you do the au jus, because the fat actually insulates the fluid underneath it. So you dip it in there. That's what heats it up, and you have to serve it on a hot plate.
So you have to have a hot plate, and it has to be burning hot.
That same method that you're talking about was whenever I was looking up videos on how to cook my turkey. One was like, you pull it out ahead of time and then let it cook in its own for like 30, 45 minutes, but you serve it at room temperature with hot gravy. And I was like, fuck that, I'm serving the hot gravy. That's what I'm doing here.
Well, and that's the biggest thing about when you are cooking, especially meats like that anything that you're cooking over an extended period of time or roasting, is that once you take it out, whatever that juice or whatever that is that's in it, that stuff's still, what people don't understand is that shit's still hot as fuck.
Oh yeah.
So it's still cooking that meat while you're doing it. So especially if you're serving like a turkey straight out of the oven, it will naturally stay hotter longer if it's still sitting in that pan that's going with, because that's why they have the little wire baskets or whatever that it sits on, so that you can pull it out. But if you cook stuff like what is it that people oh god, I just went blank on it. But like anything that you set down in something and cook, it's naturally just going to cook longer. Like if you roast ribs in an oven as opposed to cooking them on a grill, and you like use the saran wrap and tinfoil over them, the first thing that they tell you to do when you pull it out is pour out that liquid, because it's just going to keep cooking it, and you don't want it to cook up so high that it dries out, because once you overcook something, it's now scorched and it's super dry and it's tough. It's hard to do. So that's one of the big things about that. Depending on how you do it, it can go both ways. You can make it like undercook it a little bit, and we'll cook it to perfection, or you can cook it to perfection and it'll fucking roast that bitch.
I've heard some people have thrown them in a cooler that you put your beer in, because it's so insulated.
Oh yeah, and it keeps it hot.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I think.
Can we get anybody like sound off in the chat so we can make sure we've got our overlay working, please?
Edward III. That's my old roommate, Alan Fieldhouse Sanders.
That says there's like quite a few people watching, but I don't see anything.
Is audio working? Comments working?
I also see down here your chat windows the numbers have gone up.
So let me. Oh, we got 15 up there.
Go Chiefs!
Oh, Bradshaw just got on. You selected.
What's up, Ryan?
So I'll give you a backstory on Alan Fieldhouse Sanders. So we met in Parsons, Kansas.
All right, you got 15 seconds though. This can't go on for 10 minutes.
Met in Parsons, Kansas. We're roommates. Moved to Lawrence together. He actually got his film degree in Lawrence, and if you've seen the Jayhawkers basketball movie by Kevin Wilmot, he helped engineer that. And he also just got done doing, oh my god, it was a remake. The fuck's the one where they drive around in the desert for forever and kill a bunch of people?
Mad Max.
Is it Mad Max? Yeah. Is it the one that they just redid? And yeah, he was in on that.
No, cool. Like an extra? Or?
He did CGI on it.
Oh, cool.
He also did the one with the really smoking hot chick with the shark that she got stuck on the buoy. He did CGI for that one too.
Deep
Meg?
water or some shit.
Meg?
12 meters down. Or
something like that, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so really cool guy. Lives out in LA now.
Yeah, I'm curious if we can't see comments or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Facebook's freaking out,
I'll fucking test it.
I got 10.
Oh yeah, I can test right here.
So I don't have any comments on here, so maybe nobody's talking. Back in action.
All want to.
We're getting a lot of Houston craft beers.
Yeah, I mean, very much.
There we go.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Well, maybe you just don't like any of those people.
It's just tiny.
Yo, if
See how small it is?
oh yeah. If anybody's drinking out there tonight,
That's
let
not
us
the
know what
first
you're
time
drinking.
you've said that to a person, is it?
We're starting off with the Shiner S'mores,
The Shiner.
which I'm not drunk, but it just makes it sound like you're slurring.
Shiner
The Shiner S'mores, chocolate
Spoetzl.
and marshmallow ale. There you go. Yeah, out of Shiner, Texas.
It's a mouthful.
Deep in the
It's like, talk to me,
I have
touch the tip of
difficulty
the
with my
tongue, the
S's.
teeth, the lips, the tip of the tongue.
There we go.
What?
What's up, cave divers girls?
Hey.
Cheers.
Oh
Grab me
man,
another one of these.
it is
Good.
it's pretty good to be back. We were all talking about it in the car. We're like, oh man, it's been a while. This is gonna be weird. No, it's not weird.
It's not weird.
It's not weird at all.
Yeah, that was fun.
Does everybody need one?
I can probably share one with Chris.
I'm good for the moment.
Chris, go ahead.
Get yourself.
Don't put your
Slam
finger in
my
there,
thumb
bro.
in it.
Dude, I fucked this thumb up 3 times a day.
It's kind of one of those things like when you bite your cheek and then you just keep biting.
Oh,
it.
dude, yeah. It started off right when I got there, right to work this morning. I hit it on a piece of, like, a chuck of paper, a ream of paper. There we go.
Oh, the paper fucked you up, huh?
Been watching The Office too much lately.
Goddamn paper.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
So, do you have any playoffs predictions?
We didn't finish Christmas. And,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
God damn it.
So I went to. Yeah, we
These
got off subject. So went to Colorado. Ate a bunch of fucking fire ass Mexican food. Love that shit. Hello, Aaron Supple from
Hello
UK.
from the UK. What's up, man?
It's better than being back in the USSR.
What's up?
No, but we went there, had a good time. Got to hang out with a lot of my girlfriend's family. They're really cool. They got along with them, had a really good time with them. Ate a lot of Mexican food, and we were talking about this. Excuse me, in Colorado, and Tate is not wrong about this. There's literally green chilies in everything.
Everything you order.
Everywhere you go, there's some type of green chili or something there. But I have a really good story from the first night we get there. So my girlfriend's dad decided the week of that we were there that he was going to remodel the bathroom. So we get there and it's fucking, they had just put down the tile for everything. So like that's all you had. It looks really nice. It was finished by the time we left. But so all of his buddies were there drinking. Well, they have one friend who goes out every year and dresses as Santa Claus. And they go out to the bars. They get fucking shit-faced. So the day we get there, they're like, all right, we're going to do our normal tribute. And you're like, we're going to Twin Peaks. I'm like, are we really going? We're going. They're like, no, we're going to fucking Twin Peaks. So we go to Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks
What's
like
up,
the
Josh?
Hooters alternative.
The Hooters alternative, yes. And this dude's dressed as Santa. And we're fucking getting drunk at this Hooters. And they had the, or Twin Peaks. And one of the guys is like a super redneck. Like, goes out hunting, goes out fishing. Like, he's trying to scope land for me to get him to go to be able to hunt on when he comes through Kansas next time he's going through. And I'm like, all right. And this guy, they had 2 names for me.
Real quick. Cheers to Derek. He was joined.
Ah,
Morgan!
Derek, what up?
Congratulations, Derek,
That's-
on your engagement.
That's my new friend on Facebook. Oh, Book's on. Andrew Book.
Damn, bud. What's up? Cheers to you, too.
Oh, man, that TV's loud.
No, but they called me Honky Boy. Fucking Honky Boy. We're not going to go to the other one, but yeah, Honky Boy was the one that cracked me up. I was like, call me Honky Boy. He's like, we're from Kansas. I was like, you guys are more redneck than I am. But we did. It felt like the ultimate Manhattan trip there. And this is why. Because we went from Twin Peaks, or maybe Wichita. We went from Twin Peaks to Fuzzy's Taco Shop to end the night. And this Fuzzy's was fucking dope, though. Like, it was a full restaurant with just a solo bar. So they had their own standalone bar in there that you could go up to, and we got fucking
How
hammered.
does this relate to green chilies at all?
Everything had green chilies.
Everything had green
Everything
chilies.
had green chilies in Colorado.
You buy a beer and they give you a little.
Yeah, they're like, here's
Side
a
of
shot of
green
green chili.
No, like and like even if it doesn't show it that it has green chilies on the menu,
Oh, there's
just
green chilies in
assume that it's going to come with green chilies.
Which I will say, flying was amazing. It was the absolute greatest thing I've ever done.
Driving was also just flawless.
New Mexico is almost the same way, except it's either green or red chilies, depending on which part of the state you're in. It will be, and that's their biggest argument is green or red chilies. It's not, you don't get to choose.
You
It's just
have to.
yeah.
It's already review time.
Oh shit. That was quick.
Yay!
So whose pick was this? This
Time
was
flies when you're having
this
fun.
was your pick, right?
Wine.
Take it away, Chris. Talk about the beer.
Take her away. Take her away, always.
So this is the S'mores beer by Spoetzl.
Spoetzl Brewing.
Spoetzl Brewing, which does Shiner beers. They said it's inspired by the campfire treat, of course.
Hey, give him a glass of taste.
I'm not too sure about it still. Literally just cracked this one and have had maybe one by now. It's very graham cracker smelling, but as far as taste goes, I'm just kind of getting a malty porter. I don't really get the whole marshmallow, chocolate, graham cracker taste to it, but it goes down pretty well. It's not a heavy drink. It looks like it would be because it's pretty dark. But for a porter, it's pretty light.
It's an ale.
Oh, is it?
It's an ale.
The other one was a porter that I was going to get.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an ale. My bad. I think it kind of matches Shiner's style as far as like a lighter type of beer taste. I don't get a whole lot of sweet to it either. It's kind of a bitter, malty, graham cracker taste is all I got. I'm going to give this a 6.5. I don't know if I'll buy it again, but it's not overly tasty and it's not bad either.
Wait, what?
It does smell pretty marshmallow too. Marshmallow and graham cracker aroma, but I get a lot more aroma than I do taste.
You definitely get the marshmallow and graham cracker as soon as you take a whiff of it. Like,
I smelled it. We didn't even pop any.
Said brown. Yeah, I was gonna say Tate was sitting over by the refrigerator.
Just
and,
pull them out of the box.
Yeah, and he was like, "Wow, this smells."
Oh no,
like
I
he had
opened
opened one.
Okay.
But yeah,
It, very aromatic.
he smelled it across the room, and for you guys that aren't here, it's about 10 feet from where he was, and he could instantly smell that. It had that scent to it.
What's up, Kenner Connect?
But for me, I really enjoy this, and I can very much taste it's a marshmallow aftertaste.
How do you get marshmallow flavor in beer?
That's a good question. Derek, can you answer that?
Derek,
while
I bet you
I
put
go on with that?
marshmallows in there.
I can only
Or
assume that was
marshmallow
probably
flavoring.
marshmallow in there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I know it was after, but also a little off subject. Did you see that why they use vanilla extract? Was because straight vanilla is so expensive.
Oh yeah.
That's why they use vanilla
Maybe
extract.
they, instead of burning
What's up, Tice?
when they're
Doing some burnt sugars in it.
no. Well, so like when they halt the sprouting process on the barley, they have to have a heat source with maybe they're burning marshmallows, and then getting the burnt marshmallow into it that way.
Just
Hold
just
on.
think about it. Just
Pause,
think about
pause,
it.
pause.
Oh, here we go.
So when you do your marshmallows in the summer, do you burn the fuck out of them, or do you nicely roast them?
I am the most meticulous marshmallow roaster.
Oh god, I gotta hear this.
Robert.
I get
I have to.
I get
I have
the
to.
most perfect, consistent dark golden brown just before char. So almost to the point where it's so hot
Basically
throughout the
vanilla
entire
extract.
marshmallow that the marshmallow falls off because it's like so hot that it's drooping. That's the way to do it.
Oh no, I burn the fuck. I light that bitch on fire. Take the outside off.
That's what my wife does. She just straight in the fire, pull it out,
I like both.
bop.
Like
I'm
the first
oh.
couple, I'll be patient and just brown them like real nice and shit, and then I'm like, fuck it,
But it's
burn
like
it, eat it, burn
like-
it, eat it.
doing marshmallows is like getting drunk. You know, when you start out, you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
da-da-da-da. Then by
It's
the
gonna
end of
be
the
good
night,
beers.
you're like, fuck it.
Okay, so
ah,
they must have
shotgun.
a marshmallow extract.
Basically,
Okay.
vanilla extract.
Keep going.
No, but I can. You can definitely taste. Well, I can taste the marshmallow at like just the hint of it. Like if you know how you can breathe it and you taste that flavor. You very much taste the burn the shit out of the marshmallow, of course. But very much taste that marshmallow. The graham cracker is very prevalent too. I really like this beer. It's actually deceiving because if you look through it, you can see completely through it from the top if your hands are underneath it.
True.
But if you look through it this way, you can't see anything through it.
Is it also because of these bright fucking
Because of the
lights?
bright fucking lights. I'm sure it is. But, it's a little deceiving. But I could definitely see myself drinking this on a random day. I would try to get Archie to drink this one. I think she would like this. I'd give it an 8.5.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I will agree on some of the notes that Chris has said and some of the notes that Nathan has said. If you're running a fucking timer, you can go fuck yourself. It does have, I think it has a very heavy marshmallow flavor. That's one of the biggest smells to it. It's one of the biggest flavors to it. You can get some notes of graham cracker in there too, which is just fucking incredible. I really like that. It's very malty, which is really common for Shiner, especially since they're very well known for their Bock. So it's malty and caramely with that too. The only complaint that I have is, and none of you guys are drinking out of the bottle, so maybe you don't get that. The very bottom of this has just tastes like pure alcohol. All the flavor is gone from it. I was like, oh fuck, that's hard to put down. But the rest of the entire beer was really good. It's very aromatic, which actually lends into the flavor of it. I really, really like it. I don't know if this would be good warm. I'm curious if it would be good warm or if it would help it. So they're cold, but they're not like freezing cold. So maybe it would. But I think as the warmer mine got, I could taste more chocolate notes as well. So while it's cold, I'm getting a lot of those marshmallow and graham cracker notes and caramelish notes. But when it got warm, I got more toasty and more chocolate. So I wonder if there's a balance there or something along those lines. But all of that said, it's very good. I believe it's very seasonal. It is supposed to be a seasonal beer from them, but I could not imagine myself. I think of s'mores for the summer. I can't imagine me drinking this in the summer.
True.
So that one's a little.
It'd be interesting. You should try it.
I'm not gonna save it that long.
Eat a s'mores, drink a s'mores.
But with that in mind, I think given the perfect time, which would be cold, like a very good cold, I think it's an 8. I think all around it's a 7. And Adam, my wife was asking about you the other day. She's like, I haven't seen Adam on the show very much lately. And I was like, well, we haven't really done a live episode in a little bit either. So maybe that's why. But I know it was the end of his insurance season too.
So far, 6.5, 8.5, 7.5.
So it's slightly sweet. It doesn't register on my bitter scale at all. Like, it's definitely not dry at all. Like, it almost makes my mouth water, just slightly. Not over, not too much.
Expected to chew this beer.
The aroma is really pleasing with that graham cracker and that marshmallow. I wish maybe some more of that. The sensations that I experienced in the aroma, I wish came through more in the flavor. Because I think like that would just like enhance the flavor a little bit.
I wonder if a little bit of more sweetness would actually make those flavors come out better.
Maybe. Like when I think about beers that are like kind of off the wall like this, I start thinking about that peanut butter porter by Horny Goat, and like I've had kind of a roasted marshmallow taste from it, I think as well, just a little bit, and I like it. It's unique, but it also tastes really good. It's easy to drink, like you said. Somebody said it's not heavy. Like this is my second one, and I don't feel like it's really weighing on me at all.
Straight up graham crackers in here
right now. It does. It smells fucking delicious.
It smells good.
I'll give it an 8.
I like it.
Damn. It's a very good beer. It kind of makes me want to winter camp now, though. Remember how we talked about doing a guys' weekend where we just go fishing and don't say a fucking word to each other? I'd take this with me for that. Yep. That'd be awesome.
Except when we spoon at night.
Except for
warm. Only for warm.
Well, I mean, I'll leave my underwear on so it's not gay.
Well, if we're drawing straws, who gets tape?
I'll take tape.
Oh.
I want to be on the outside.
I want a Jason.
Wait, no. I want to be on the inside.
I just want a Jason for warm.
At the moment, but before we're done with the 6 weeks, I can take both of you.
I can take both of you.
Speaking of that,
s'mores 10?
A lot of people probably don't know we're doing a weight loss challenge.
Oh yeah, weight loss challenge.
We got 15 people in it. It might make this like an annual thing too. I don't know.
Oh, if everything goes as planned, next year I won't be able to.
Tyler,
I can't really fucking lose right now, but I'm in it just because it's like motivating me to work out and shit.
If you go try it, it tastes like s'mores.
But yes, it's out of 10. I think that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
So that's pretty high rating for.
We do all of our ratings on a 10 scale instead of 5.
So yeah.
What was the overall? So overall,
So
you
overall-
8.5, 7.5, 6.5. So roughly a 7.5, 8ish.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that
There we
mean?
go. Shoot up that graphic.
I was gonna say I think we have a better one
Boom
for a
sauce.
7.5. So we have the.
So good. Would buy it again, but I wouldn't.
It's
buy it.
good or great?
Don't we have like the solid 1 for 7? Like anything above 6, don't we?
Probably keep it in my fridge a lot of years. Oh, that was a.
That ended up a little wet.
Yeah, no, like the rating. That's what we're saying. Is the rating is overall it was probably a 7.5. I gave it an 8.5. Jason, you gave it a
7.5, 8.
Tate gave it an 8, and Chris gave it a 6.5.
Yep.
Not 10 out of 10, but definitely worth buying.
Do you have your...
Yikes!
Yeah, shit. Derek gave it some shout. You breaking out the new ones?
Derek might have averaged it up for us.
Yeah, Derek did mine.
Oh no, that was Derek's rating.
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
Yep.
He put that up there when he started. It is really good though, Tyler. I think you'd like it.
Oh, thank you, sir. This one I will pour in a glass. How about that?
Yeah, you should.
Want me to show this, Jason?
Yes, please.
Ooh, wow.
Maybe show the 7 and the.
You can tell this one's an IPA.
Woo! Look at that color, though.
Pretty. It almost
I
looks
know.
a
Just take a whiff of it.
a little
I
hazy.
don't want to. It's too gross.
I don't want to.
Which one is,
It smells like coffee bullshit.
So,
Holy shit! It smells like coffee bullshit.
while we're on the topic of our weight loss challenge, what are your guys' approaches? My approach is primarily diet based. From everything that I've learned, weight loss, exercise is a complementary component that assists in it, but most weight loss is actually calorie restraint
You
and
lose weight in
just
the
math.
kitchen, not at the gym.
But at the same time, too much restriction, your body does go into like dormant states.
That's actually a myth.
I don't think it is.
Have you seen all the stuff about
Not the
intermittent
first time.
fasting?
What did they do?
Intermittent fasting, but fasting altogether, you have to know that your body
Kick me out
Up
every
to
once in a
10
while for
days.
posting
10
our shit on
days.
there.
Oh.
So you show now. So it's getting more popular up to 10 days.
But the other thing that I have an issue with is
I was
that when you think about for short-term games that works, but for long-term
It's not
games it doesn't.
sustainable.
Yeah, it's not a sustainable approach, and that's my only qualms with it. But what I'm probably doing anywhere from 1,200 to 1,600 calories a day
For food?
for food. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't really
that's a
stray
lot,
that far
right?
beyond that on a regular basis.
I was gonna say,
I bet I ate 2 to 3.
I mean, I barely eat
There's
anything in the
no way
morning.
you eat 3. If you ate, unless you were running
I eat like
constantly every
shit.
day. Oh, I believe you, but you don't eat a lot.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Nothing really.
There's no way you're hitting 3. You would have to eat so much food for between noon,
well, let's see.
unless
so,
you're drinking all of it.
That's what I was gonna say. For me, it takes my average consumption on a day, which is why I'm much bigger than you are, is about 3,500 calories, and a lot of that was about 1,000 to 1,200 calories in alcohol, and then 2,000 calories of food, which is a normal day of food, but it's all that beer and
What's up,
alcohol.
Allison?
And I mean, it really fucking adds to you.
Adam said it's
As you
not.
can
I had a
see.
point where I stopped losing weight and I actually added more carbs to my diet and started losing again. For me, I just eat 5 small meals a day. My
What's
whole
up,
thing
Joe?
is to get the metabolism just going.
All of my carbs I try to get from fruits and veggies. I'm trying not to eat the starchy carbs.
It gives you a better feeling as far as hunger. So that's really good to get away from those carbs.
Well, and the other thing is your body's incredibly adaptive. So 2 weeks, like you have to go through cycles because you try something for 2 weeks. 2 weeks after it starts to work, or you get your benefit from it, and then your body you kind of plateau. And the same thing with like lifting or any kind of exercise component. Like your body is so adaptive.
David!
See, last time when I
David!
Tate, you knew me at one of my heaviest befores, and then my after. And in my loss process, I never hit a plateau like that, but I was always constantly at a deficit.
What's that was over there?
Constantly.
Where else are people watching you? So, boys, what was that?
Ah,
What's up, French House?
Sorry,
French
French
House.
beer reviews.
I have.
Sorry, didn't see you there.
them
What's
in
that
the
coming from?
description.
YouTube.
But YouTube. What up?
It's
We're
YouTube.
also on Facebook, Twitch, and Mixer right now.
So we have people watching.
It's hard to balance all of you.
I have multiple places in the United States.
That's our first comment from anybody on YouTube.
Allison
ever.
and I get our carbs
Live.
from beers.
But
I like it.
Those were the guys I hit up like a year ago saying we should collab on some shit sometime.
Wow.
Or like put them in an episode, webcam them in, you know?
oh, that'd be cool.
Because it's two guys doing beer reviews.
Nice. Derek, I've actually was telling them this the other day is that on days that I want to drink is I eat all of my protein and I get all of my fats in beforehand. That way I can drink all of my carbs that day. So I cut out all the carbs during the daytime and then switch over to carbs at night while we're doing this.
I feel sorry for Chris because you weighed in 167 pounds.
Yeah, I know. Look, it's fucking soaking
He
wet.
has nothing to lose. There's nothing on. It's just,
Because he's...
that's
what, how tall
167
are you?
pounds of bones.
5'11".
Okay. I was gonna say, well,
Bones with some organs in
Well,
them.
he's ideal size and weight.
Bones
actually,
and a tiny bit of muscle.
164
And a tiny bit of
is
fat.
ideal weight.
Oh,
That is
man.
right in the middle.
You're about to hit it.
Of both of those. So, like, on your high side, you should come in at, like, 176. So,
I was
you got
I was at 175-ish when I was like working out and eating enough to work out like daily. But I lost a lot of weight and then gained fat from being sick and not working out.
Well, and also this is yes, that's what I'm talking about there. But also this is leading up to it's kind of the start of the kick-in for the 5K or whatever.
Yeah.
Half marathon, right?
Yeah.
I haven't even
right?
started running.
This is what the
And
start of it is the loose weight.
We're not actually doing the half marathon in Wichita because we waited too long to enter, so it's more expensive now. So Cherry and I are going to do a half marathon along the dike in Salina probably, and have Julie and Dave trike along with water and shit. Whoever wants to join and
That sounds pretty cool.
run
Just
for however long you want. It could just be a group of us running for.
then we don't have to pay a damn entry fee.
Yes,
yeah,
Adam.
Exactly. It's just literally
Adam, I do.
as a group and for fun and exercise. Even though a half marathon is not going to be fun.
Cool. This is what all of the knowledge of having a trainer has given me, learning what macros and
You guys
all that
count
nonsense are.
Fuck are
at all.
macros.
your
I'm guessing
macronutrients.
Welcome does.
What you have to hit, like proteins, fats, carbs
Hell
per
no.
day.
I mean,
never had.
I've not even heard.
When I was lifting like crazy, I was counting protein grams, like making sure I was getting my body weight plus some, but nowadays I don't give a fuck.
I have never worried about proteins. I always worried about fats because they lead to brain growth and brain structure. That was my biggest worry
I love
before.
nuts. I eat all kinds of nuts.
Except nuts are super high
That's what
calorie.
she said.
Super
I know, but
fucking
they're
high calorie.
delicious and they got all those good oils, man. So
Avocados.
Yep. Avocados
I
are the food.
Fucking
It's-
love
that's where it's at.
avocados. I get it from my dad.
fucking Coloradans with your
No, he's
green
from-
chilies and your goddamn avocados.
He's from California, and avocados are like the main. Yeah,
What?
$2
Why
for
were
$1
avocados a
avocados?
thing in like the 90s?
they're the thing now.
Outside of like guacamole. Here and
I
there.
don't-
Because there wasn't much to put them in, and people didn't venture outside their food.
It's because we didn't have all these nice people that were sharing their
So-
diet plans on the social media. and
True.
talking about, oh, the avocados is
It's like
superfood.
2010, 2012, and everybody's like, avocado.
Well,
Yeah.
think
I
about
never
how
know, eat it
much
now.
information
Well, but
people
that's-
know now compared to what they knew then.
But
Yeah.
I mean, even if you knew that it was a superfood in 1996, it's not like you can tell somebody.
But that's also avocados are for the hipsters.
Yep.
No, but like my dad, like I said, my dad was born in California, and avocados to them are like apples. I mean, they all have always eaten avocados
See, I
because
can
they
get
don't sit
down
in
on
the
apples, but avocado, I've tried and I can't.
Raw
get it.
avocado?
I
No, it has to be
love
salted.
Avocado.
Oh no, man! I could just eat avocado straight out,
no.
just scoop the spoon
No,
out
it's
and eat it.
just slimy.
Oh, it's not something.
Oh, it's just like buying
butter.
You're buying
Like
them wrong,
white
man.
man. It's like
Stick of
butter.
butter.
I was gonna say,
It's
yeah,
like,
you're
ooh,
buying
yeah,
them wrong, and if they're
so
slimy,
do that.
they're starting to
Something
go bad.
with no flavor of the.
Oh,
it's just
see,
texture.
I completely disagree.
I do think
It
you
must be a
mentioned that
binary
a little bit of
thing.
salt.
Either love 'em or
A little
hate
bit
'em.
of salt brings out tons of flavor to it. But Oh no.
I like guacamole, and I like it when people jazz up guacamole or avocado, but avocado just straight.
So you mentioned that guacamole. If you eat that as part of curry, like fat sources, dude, that's
so
wonderful.
gross.
But you have to eat just basically.
See, I like eating avocados and bell peppers. Avocados and bell peppers are pretty good together. If you do like, if I make guacamole, it has bell peppers in it. Avocado toast is fucking delicious.
Bring back the bitches. Hashtag swear off.
Where did that come
Laura!
Laura, one of the ones that hacked us.
Tate still hasn't watched it. By the way,
It was a good hack.
from? Who's this Laura chick? Is she one of Julie's drunk friends?
yes, that's also my little brother's girlfriend. That's my, hopefully, at least some point, sister-in-law.
Who's this Laura chick? Is she one of Julie's?
I do have to say I was not offended at all by their episode.
Oh, dude.
I think they did a very accurate portrayal.
Let's say,
I was
can we take a moment
Pissed for
to
a split second, and then I was like, it's
can we
fine.
take a moment to appreciate that the fact that she sent me
But-
a
Before you go crazy, welcome. I had to deal with reconfiguring all my shit today.
Oh, really?
I had the bum background on like 4 different fucking things that I had to recalibrate, and just my camera was fucked up. So production-wise, it was a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the ass.
But
No, but so I really appreciated that because at first I was a little back. I was like, because she sent me a snap saying, "Go onto the Brews Bros website," and I was like, because you always have to be iffy on stuff like that because
yeah,
you know,
what are they doing?
if you want to be not necessarily like if you want to be taken serious or anything like that, but you know, with a show like this where you're trying to reach out to new people and do stuff, and then if someone comes in and hacks or and does something completely like fucked up or some kind of issue thing,
It
you're
was
like
4 in the fucking afternoon. She's like, "Why is nobody watching?"
she's like, I'm fucking hammering it 4 Smirnoff icing it down.
They were drinking Smirnoff, weren't
They were drinking.
I thought that's what it was.
Smirnoff iced it.
Oh,
Or did they drink the
Monaco's.
Monaco's?
Oh god.
I love watching them drink and they go, "Ugh."
Dude, but they were
especially like the shots.
they were literally so spot on with how they portrayed everybody.
Oh, good.
Jason was fucking Chewy. Chewy, you want to try this one? Nope. Jason's not doing it. Jason doesn't want nothing on this one. He's gone. But Tate, they had the fucking hat on. She was hilarious.
This shit is good.
It's not bad.
It's not. You know what's funny is when I first drank it, I was like,
Ooh, here, I'm gonna throw this up real
lemon.
quick. I'm gonna go right here.
He's living.
Look at that bad boy. Whoop, too close.
Oh, hey.
Hey, that way.
Pan out.
There it is.
Pan out.
There it is.
There
Oh,
you go.
thank God. Space Camper, Cosmic IPA.
I love that you're showing the Walnut River symbol while holding a Boulevard beer.
Hey, Walnut River is badass, man.
Kansas Brewery.
I love it.
Or is it technically in Missouri?
So is this Laura Hasker? Is that the one that was
Yes,
doing?
that's the one.
What role was she playing?
She was me.
Yeah, she
Okay.
was welcome.
She had the that's why the beanie was there. It was because she had the KU beanie on. Spot on! Spot on!
Wasn't bad.
It's
I need
pretty
to watch
funny.
it. Maybe we'll watch it like after we finish this.
I was gonna
one.
say it's only like 8 minutes long.
So-
It was a pretty.
Imitation is the highest form of
Oh,
flattery.
yeah.
And we could probably put it up behind us and watch us.
Watch us.
Jesus.
Oh, which
It's
by the way, if
Inception
anybody's
style.
noticed the background, it is Chiefs Week.
It's beer time. No.
Beer time. Chiefs Week. Beer time. Chiefs Week. Beer time. I will be at the game. We're going thick. Taking my girlfriend to her. She's a Broncos fan. To her first playoff game.
I can tell I haven't drank in a while. I'm
You
2.5
feeling it?
years in, and I'm like, yeah, fuck.
Jason, you're on a fucking water diet essentially.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna be
Oh,
fucked. You have
eating.
nothing in your stomach.
Dude. Friday, I had black coffee and
Fuck you,
salad.
Laura.
Thursday, I had black coffee and gum. Saturday, I had an omelet.
I've never
Sunday,
been.
I had some stew.
I've never been so disappointed in anybody than I was in Jason Friday night when he came. When he came to Paramount and he was just like, "No, I'm not drinking anything."
So,
Are you
say
sure?
that.
Because you seemed pretty fucking disappointed in me that I was drinking Michelob Ultras trying to get some weight loss.
At least you were
challenge.
drinking.
What day did we weigh in last week?
Wednesday, I believe.
I was down 13 pounds as of this morning.
Damn.
So
What the fuck?
there you go.
I haven't even weighed myself because honestly, it's in the back of my mind.
I'm about the same.
So I have one rule with this weight loss challenge. I don't give a fuck how much weight I lose as long as it's more than Tate. Because Tate has done nothing but talk shit the entire time. I put up this fucking post about the chicken and broccoli that I was eating, and Tate said, "I will dominate you, Nathan. You do not have the fortitude,
The mental
fortitude to beat me."
And let's be honest, it's true.
He said, "Yeah, you got glass right. I bet it tastes better. It smells better too." Jake, can someone give Wilcom a hat? His hair is bugging the fuck out of me. I just got here. Jake, you don't like this?
Yeah, there's that.
You don't like this?
Oh my goodness.
Aaron, it does not taste or smell better out of this glass. It doesn't.
Jake, how about this? Can we get stand up?
Let's not focus on Nathan right now. Let's just take all the attention away from him. Let's not support this.
I'm gonna cross-eyed if I look at that one. I just look like a mad.
Oh, why on yours, Chris? Why are you fuzzed out? What's going on here?
Camera's refocusing.
Fuzzy with a skin shot.
That
So-
camera's a piece
I
of
look
shit
like
on
what's
the
his
left
name
side.
off of
We got to
Oh.
Wilcom about winter or holiday events.
Yeah, it's
What
Chris's
is-
turn.
It comes to you, bro.
I got some good shit for Christmas.
Name two things.
Beer kit for my wife to make a brown ale.
That is good.
And a fizzer from my dad, which makes bottle or canned beer or a growler into like draft beer, like almost like a
Oh yeah, just like a
porch
porcelain.
top of a keg.
Yeah.
And what else did I get? Don't know, but I had a show on Friday at Paramount and it kicked ass.
See,
There
I
you
was
go.
waiting for you to say something like that. You did incredible. I was so excited. I was
Oh.
anxious for you, and then after you're done, I was very proud.
So
Dude, I was so scared, and I didn't settle into like the fourth song.
I could see it in you.
So this is the best. This is the best part.
I felt alive. It's like every time I tried.
We literally were sitting there watching because we were sitting in the back at first. I think we were just waiting to hear you go. And I think the first thing that we both said to each other when you started was, "He already looks. Well, you look nervous as shit. First of all, because you did."
You did. You took a big deep breath, like right in front of everybody.
And it was
I
like
could see
it was like your
raising
chest, dude. Your
and
chest
everything,
went up, and like you could see. But as soon as the first song hit and the first words that you said, you could see you start to relax as you were going through it. And for someone who's like performed live a bunch of times, you know, not necessarily alone, but with people, without people, like after it's almost like the build up is the worst part because
It
you
was,
sit
man.
there and you fucking psych yourself out so much,
Yep.
and then you get to the point where you're like,
Your brain is literally like defending yourself
yeah,
from embarrassment.
telling yourself
Fucking-
that all the things that can go wrong or trying not to go
Yeah.
wrong, and then it just happens. You spit the first part out, and you instantly calm down, and you could see that overcome you. And then you had the one song, and this was my proudest moment. Was you had the song where you fucked up,
Mhm.
but you didn't stop.
I could not hear where I was in the beat. Dude.
Yeah.
I was like, turn my monitors up. I can't hear shit. So I was like, fuck, where am I? Where am I?
We both. I was like,
I
oh
heard the
fuck,
kick,
no.
and I was like,
And then,
alright.
then once you recovered, I was like, fuck yeah, he did. Fuck
And
yeah,
that's the
he
thing.
did.
All you heard was "fuck," but it sounded like you were supposed to yell "fuck" in the song because then you picked right back up off of that. And we both looked at each other and were like, "Oh, he fucked up." But yes, because the last time it was like as soon as you fucked up, you're like, "I'm done. This song,
Song's over.
on to the next, on to the next, on to the next." But that's the biggest part about it is when you fuck up, it's letting people know that they don't even know that you fucked up. And I can't remember if it was Dylan or Derek I talked to, and I was like, yeah, I mean, because they were asking me like, who's the rapper guy? I was like, yeah, that's the guy that sits on the couch with me, or that I sit on the couch with, and That's one of our with me.
Fucking fill in.
But he was like, yeah, man, he was really good. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if you can tell, he's super nervous. And from the last one that he did to this one, it's like leaps and bounds. It's like a whole different person. He's like, I was like, because he messed up and he just fought through it. And that's the best part. Is like you just fight through it because nobody else knows. He goes, oh, I didn't even know that he messed up. I just thought that was part of the song. I was like,
That's
that's
crazy.
perfect. That's perfect. That's how it should be. Like, we know you messed up.
I didn't even notice it. Jason called it out because I was sitting right by him. But I was like,
And it's weird too because when you're up there, that felt like it was a good 7 seconds. But I bet it was a second
Oh, dude,
half.
it was a half. It was a
you got
split
that
second.
fight or
It
flight
was
syndrome.
stumble,
that
stumble,
adrenaline
ah,
going.
fuck! Pick back up. I mean, it was literally
And it-
that quick.
But with
Time
the
slows
beat,
down when you're up
Oh,
there.
oh yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
with the beat, it
Felt
just
like a
sounded
year
like
for
you
you.
stumbled, hit, fuck, beat, go, right back into it.
Craziness. Because I felt like I sat there for a few seconds. Like, where am I? I heard the kick and I was like, oh, I'm here.
No, Aaron, we haven't rated yet. We're getting ready to start on that one.
One of the things that I noticed too was in some of your songs you did build in some slowdown time and you did build in some space. I mean, you separated some of your beats from where you had it before, where it was just packed full.
Too many words.
Yep. And you
And not enough
separated
breathing
it.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I know that's part of what caused you to have some issues last time and caused you to fumble a little bit last time. Is there just was no breathing room, which makes sense when you're recording and live.
When you're
it's
only
hard.
recording a verse at a time.
Yeah.
But then I started practicing a whole track at a time, so that when I knew I'd be good.
And you always have
And
to
you
think
built
about
in your
that.
own pauses to those too.
Yeah.
So you knew exactly where you needed to stop, exactly where you needed to breathe, what your capacity's like. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell you've been practicing, you've been getting there. That, I mean, even the guy who came up on stage afterwards, the guy who was a comedian who I didn't hear a fucking single thing that he said before.
Oh, he
But
was
he's like,
fucking.
I need to be a fucking white gangster rapper. You guys hear this shit? Like, it's,
Oh,
I mean,
dude,
you did a
He
good
was
job.
funny. I
that
liked
guy was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Oh man, he
I
had
couldn't
me
hear a goddamn thing he
dying.
said.
He fucking went on about
him. Vaginas.
vaginas. He said, I was dying laughing because he was talking about his whole thing about going to Colorado and how his friends wanted him to go there. And
Worst drive
about
ever.
worst drive ever. And I turned back to Tate and I was like, Tate, he's talking to you.
It's bullshit, dude. It's the easiest fucking drive ever.
We'll continue the show talk after.
We gotta
Beer review?
Let's say, go ahead and start your review. 'Cause I wanna go first.
So I picked this. This is the Boulevard
Nobody
Brewing,
cares.
Space Camper Cosmic IPA. This is at a KC Mo. It is a juicy hop blast. It's 5.9% alcohol. And they don't give very many other details other than that on the can. But this is brand new, just hit the market. Our boy up at Cave Divers, Will, he makes a point of letting us know what the new shit is on the shelf because we need to know. But it is a not overly bitter citrus, little bit of lemon on there, but a really, really drinkable IPA. It's not that bitter bomb that a lot of those IPAs turn out being. This is an enjoyable, not super heavy. I'm gonna give this an 8.2.
Wow.
Yep. Double 8s.
Tate's feeling in the I got a feeling.
Double 8s. Yep. I like this. This is good. I'm glad Will said, "Hey, that's new."
You know, it's funny because what was it we were talking about on the car ride here from the liquor store about how Jason's planning on doing a IPA. He's gonna brew his own IPA. He's gonna throw a shit ton of lemon in it. And as soon as I tried it, I looked at him and I said, "Whew, it's that lemon." So, got your lemon there.
Keep going.
Oh, go ahead. It really doesn't have that really overbearing bitter lemon or bitter taste at the end of it, which is really nice. When I poured it, the first thing I did was go, and I went, "Yep, you can tell it's an IPA. It's definitely an IPA. You can smell it. It has that really big, but it does have the lemon taste right when you drink it. And I honestly, I would drink this again. Don't know why I'm following Tate, but I'm gonna throw an 8 out there too. We're in the 8 mood. This is our first episode back. We're just knocking out those high ones.
So trying to be like me, Wilco. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Say my name right.
Hey.
We're in the 8 mood. This is our first episode back.
Tommy? How do you say your name right? Welcome.
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 It's
Like
not
welcome?
Perfect.
Like
pull.
welcome with an I.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Alright. You got a sassy girlfriend. I don't know how I don't know.
Fuck, I love her. She's
Dude,
great.
she gave me all kinds of shit.
I think Tate just finally got someone who would talk as much shit as he does back to him.
Dude, she was like bumping chest with me.
Man.
I was like,
This fucking happened.
what the
Oh,
fuck
dude, they
are
were
you
walking.
doing, girl?
So can we take a moment
I
to
was
talk
talking
about
about
this?
this like most
So-
of the goddamn night.
So Tate was in his Tate was drunk when he got to the concert.
He was
on
in rare
Friday.
form.
He was in rare form. And this motherfucker was walking around like, Mickles? You fucking drinking Mickles? That's fucking water! And you paid for it!
He did. Those were his exact
So,
words.
so he's talking shit to literally anything and everything. It didn't matter what it was. And so my girlfriend is one of those that if you're gonna talk shit to her, she'll talk shit back because she can feed into it. And oh man, Tate was giving it and Tate was getting it back. And I don't know if he's used to getting it back from a girl like that. But
Not someone I just met.
oh man,
Right.
she
Some
gives no
stranger.
fucks, dude. She'll
Yeah,
throw the
especially
whole
when she was
ball
like,
at you.
oh yeah? She's bumping me in the chest. I was like, what the f- best back up,
Did this
girl.
happen before I got there? I
Dying.
missed this.
No, I think you were there.
You were just such a bummer that everybody left you behind. Nobody wanted to fucking hang out with you.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. You were drunk enough for the both of us.
Yeah, I think Tate, you drank enough for everybody now. Hail to the mugglers!
Jason or me?
Go ahead. You just poured a new one. Go for it.
So this one is a pretty damn good IPA. I wouldn't say it's like overly fantastic, but it does have the lemony, citrus, juicy flavor along with some dry hop flavor to me.
Oh, dry hopping. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a strong end of the spectrum with bitterness for like an APA, but light end of the spectrum for an IPA. And it kind of reminds me of like the IPAs I didn't like a year ago, but with a
Have a
little
good one,
bit of-
Aaron.
Later,
Cheers,
bro.
man.
Bye, Aaron.
It's in that that fine line between being too dry and being a very nice citrus to me. It's kind of got some bitter notes. It's just dry along with citrusy, which is kind of weird. It has a very wet front end, but I think the back end finishes dry. But I'm still gonna give it an 8. Like it's IPAs are growing on me. I don't know that this is like extravagant by any means. It's kind of a plain citrusy IPA, but it's good and drinkable. So
Very drinkable beer.
I'd probably buy it again, but it's not like extraordinary. It still gets an 8. I don't know what else to say.
That's all.
It's
You said it all, man. You said it all.
you know.
So, who's that? Amber Rose. I feel very torn on this. It's very juicy. It does have a very good. It's got a very good finish to it, and it's got a very good start.
Mm-hmm.
You've all mentioned lemon. I get the citrus note. I don't get lemon. I don't get a lemon smell. I don't get a lemon flavor.
Really?
Yeah, which I can complete. It's weird. It's kind of like if you have like a lemon seltzer water compared to a Sprite. Like it's like that to me, where it's like I can tell it's supposed to be here, and I can tell that I'm supposed to taste it, but I don't taste it. Like it's one of those
I think
things.
it's maybe like lemony hops.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's a very fruity or citrusy hops.
Yeah.
But it does finish juicy. I don't think it hits bitter on the end. I'm torn with it because as an IPA, it's really good. But I do believe, I mean, our scale is, would I buy it? I wouldn't buy it not because it's not a good beer. It is a really good beer. It's just I like a completely different type of beer. So as far as an IPA, it's a really good IPA. It's got the notes that you would want in an IPA, and it's got great notes for a starter IPA. So it hits all of those things with it. I feel like a little more lemon flavor to it, or a little more, maybe it's even sweetness. Maybe a little more sweetness to it would go a long way. For me, it's probably a 7.5. I mean, if I went to buy an IPA, this would probably be in that rating. But I myself wouldn't go after this.
You're a sweet. You like the sweet. Because you like those milkshake IPAs.
Those milkshake
IPAs are way sweeter.
Oh,
they're way sweeter.
Absolutely. But it also counterbalances those hops. I mean, it's kind of weird. It's almost like it ends up making it taste like a sherbet, but it's like a mowing your lawn sherbet. Like
your tongue's not sitting there like a dry sponge while you're waiting for your next drink.
Yeah,
that's what this does for me.
But is that a good thing? Is it like salsa, where the salsa is so hot and so good that you keep eating the salsa? Is it like that? Is it the point in the beer?
Yeah, true.
God, damn! Why do you always talk about? Wait.
I keep eating the salsa.
Right?
Didn't you
it's so hot.
Didn't you say you were bringing some bitch and dip?
Oh yeah, I forgot it.
I keep eating the salsa.
Let down, bro. Let down. Man, I was looking forward to this healthy, delicious dip that you talked up.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
It's equal parts cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, and then a ranch powder packet.
Okay. So it's basically just ranch.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's healthy because it's fully loaded with protein and
your good fats, as long as you're
your
using
good
the
fats. I was
appropriate.
gonna say your good
As long as
fats.
you're using full fat Greek yogurt and well, you can only get like 4% fat cottage cheese.
So if you put both of those together, normally it's made with sour cream, but I had a friend, Jordan Case, who told me that he had tried it with Greek yogurt as a supplement for sour cream.
They're pretty well interchangeable in any.
Oh yeah,
scenario.
anything, yeah. And so he
as long as it's like non-flavored, right?
Yeah, and so he tried it, and it's fucking delicious, dude. This dip is a hit at every single party that we ever have. Like if there's a party,
Because it's
family
ranch.
party. I mean, yeah, it's essentially ranch.
It's chunky ranch.
But the funny part is people get super creeped out because they either don't like sour cream or
Just
Greek
don't tell them what
yogurt.
the fuck's in it.
No, but that's the funniest part because you can always talk someone into trying something once. You might not be able to talk them into trying something twice, but if it's a food, you can always get them to at least try it once. And everybody who says, "Ooh, I don't like Greek yogurt, I don't like sour cream, I don't like cottage cheese," consistency fucks with me.
I don't know. I don't agree. I can't believe anybody would say any of those things.
Oh, dude.
My wife hates cottage cheese.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't like sour cream.
Oh!
Doesn't like Greek yogurt. I mean, it's no.
I like Greek yogurt.
But
I
I
love
bet you
cottage
she
cheese.
loves ranch.
She does.
And I bet you she would love this dip. But that's the thing is like you can.
We're in the Midwest. Everybody loves ranch. Let's
and
be
that's the
real
thing
here.
is like you can just put it in a bowl, and the biggest thing that you have to deal with is the sodium content of the ranch powder. Other than that you're good. But
Cottage
if you
cheese has a lot of sodium.
it does, yeah. But if you drink enough water, you don't have to worry about it because you're just gonna piss out the sodium anyways.
Cheers to Fat Paws on Twitch.
Fat Paws
What up,
on
bro?
Twitch.
She's following us on Twitch.
Woo! Dude, cottage cheese is like a lifetime
It's my
love.
jam.
Lifetime love. Ever since I was a little boy, I loved cottage cheese.
So that was in that last night that I keep referring to.
That could be a
That's what I
side.
did every day.
Any dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Cottage
Any
cheese.
dinner side.
That was my
Cottage
breakfast
cheese
lunch.
should do it.
I like to take so there's these Pops chips.
Can you dip them in it?
Dude, oh yeah. And it's the
You get that crispy, you get
Cottage
that
cheese and
creamy.
banana.
they're like
Oh,
a
I
buff-
love cottage cheese and banana.
I haven't tried that one.
That's a
I'll
weird
try that
one.
one. I was gonna say that's kind of
So fucking
it's like
good.
a salty. I can see it. Salty sweet. Salty sweet.
I promise.
That's weird.
Chop up
Sour
banana,
sweet.
put it in a little bowl of cottage cheese. You'll never look back.
I mean, granted, I would take avocado
Wow.
and throw it into the cottage cheese and eat avocado, tomato, and cottage cheese.
Oh yeah,
Like
that would work. Salt and cracked pepper.
I would never put pepper in my cottage cheese.
Oh, you
Oh,
never?
pepper on
Ooh,
cottage
I
cheese?
love
No,
That
I
fire
just
is
couldn't.
fuck, bro.
Man,
Thanks
maybe
for
I'll have to
like
try it.
Matt Isley.
I can't imagine that. Because I always treat it, every time I have cottage cheese, I have cottage cheese either with Italian food or fruits. That's the only time,
Okay,
or by
see
itself. I
see
mean,
that
I'll
one.
have it by itself. But I can't imagine it with pepper. So if I have it with Italian food, it doesn't need pepper. If I have it with fruits, it's sweet.
Just try it one time with pepper.
Yeah,
Oh, I will.
no,
I absolutely will.
and don't
love
just do
it with
plain black
pepper.
pepper. Get your medley. Get the that's the way to go. I don't use black pepper at all anymore. I use the medley.
What do you mean by medley? Like
Green,
like
white,
pinks?
red, black.
Okay.
Green, white, red, black.
They sell
All
it's
the
called the
colors.
peppercorn medley. They sell it in
I
any
have
grocery store.
I have that. I just want to make sure that you weren't talking like different peppercorns or something like
This is
that.
like that
Or like
Jesus Loves
Chipotle,
Little
blah blah
Children's
blah. And,
Get that in your grinder. Just do a spritz on top. Oh man, it just awakens the flavors.
I'll absolutely try it. I mean, I love cottage cheese. I love pepper. So
So I've been on a cauliflower kick lately.
God, we're
spinach.
fatties. We're such fatties.
It's
Yeah,
spinach.
still talking about food?
Yeah.
We're talking about cottage cheese.
We're all on fucking
Damn it.
diets, man. Come on, we're on a weight loss challenge.
Oh,
My
you
what's
mom
what we have to talk
also-
about?
My mom got me a badass pull-up bar for fucking Christmas.
I saw that.
Ooh,
I've been
nice.
using
Dude, you can do pull-ups.
That way.
So,
bro.
if this is your first time watching the show, we usually
Dude,
don't talk
pull-
about food this much.
Hey.
But
What
as we
happens when
said
you weigh
earlier,
167 pounds?
we are
You
on
pull
a weight
yourself
loss
up.
challenge,
But
so we're all
long-ass
trying to
arms,
bounce
it's tough
ideas
to
off
do.
each other.
I might
If
be
you
able to
feel
do
like
two.
you have a recipe that you can throw us,
No,
throw us a healthy recipe because I would gladly try it.
That's what
I
we're
fucking
doing.
love food.
Cucumbers, onions with soy sauce, a little bit of
trying to do
vinegar,
them every day.
crushed red pepper.
Ooh.
You put it in a
And
put it in a bowl, you let it stew in
Right.
itself for a little bit, and shake it up, get it back in there, and then you take everything out, so you remove the liquids from it. But it's now spicy, salty, and it's got all the
Have you done your beer review?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Who's the first?
So
I give it
Second.
I do want to say with
Third.
this, with this weight loss challenge, I really think it's awesome how many people, like family members, we have doing it.
Yep. Your
Like
mom,
family and close. Like my mom, yeah, our moms are both doing it.
Jason, Sarah.
Jason, Sarah,
my
we
brother.
have Tate. My
Oh,
girlfriend's
your brother's
doing
doing
it.
it? I didn't realize
Yeah,
your
my
brother.
brother.
And even though they're not necessarily in it, like I think my sister is doing it with us. Laura and Cordell are actually on a. They're dieting for the new year. Even though Cordell apparently ate like a gallon of fucking chili and cheese dip yesterday.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Oh, dude.
Chili in
I
general
love to
sounds
eat so
fucking
fucking
awesome.
much, dude.
Well, okay,
it's
so
horrible.
I know, right?
Here's
Oh
the
my
thing.
God.
Here's the thing. With chili, you can actually make a very solid chili that you can eat. This is all going to turn into food at this point. But you can make a very solid chili if you double the amount of meat that
Cooking
you
a
put
beer
into it.
show.
Yeah, cooking / beer. If you put in a double amount of
7 weeks,
meat that you
we start the
use.
cooking a beer show. Right after the shit's done.
I do want to say this is a sipping IPA.
Yeah, I can say it's
I've been
something
slow
IPA.
drinking it, and it's good that way.
Yeah. It's like small sips, back to back type beer.
Mhm. And it, like I said, it doesn't leave you hanging on it.
I wouldn't want to chug this.
Chris, you are really blurry today. And your ears are outlined in green.
Kind of, yes.
You look like a troll. A blurry troll.
According to D&D, we have to kill you with acid or fire.
Yep, there we
It's the
go.
only way.
I thought it was sunlight.
Me too.
Both suck.
What about
Both
sunlight, dude?
suck.
I don't know what I'd prefer.
Would you rather?
Probably fire.
Fire.
And fire is like really
Well, on the bright side, fire after what? It's like a minute. Your nerve endings all die because they've been burned so bad. So at that point, you're just freaking out because
acid, your skin's falling off your bones. Fuck that. Dante's
So-
Peak back in the day, watching that old bitch push the boat to
I-
get her kids to safety, and the
Yeah.
skin's falling off of her. Oh,
I read a terrible
It's tough.
4chan article, and it was
Nobody cares.
it was a guy talking about, he's like, with my family, talking about doing acid, and all my family's like, yeah, we've done acid, blah, 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 blah. Talking to all my friends, like, we've done acid, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, so I'm going to do acid. I'm on the subway, get my acid, throw it in this girl's face, and leave. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that's what you were talking about. And this was a total pose on a Middle East thing. And I was like, oh fuck. Oh fuck.
this is from Reddit.
Yeah. Well, it was 4chan, but it was a repost
Shit's
on
getting
that,
dark. David, let's brighten it up a little bit.
yeah.
So how about your ticket throw on Friday, David?
Yeah.
You drilled somebody with that
Beating
son of a
somebody in the
bitch.
chest.
Right in the baby maker.
If you're going to the restroom, will you grab me a beer on your way back?
Yes, please.
Thanks.
2 times. Love you. But yeah, David, we also enjoyed your performance.
It's only been an hour.
You guys killed it. Neff,
Oh yeah.
always a pleasure to see you.
Hour.
I think my favorite thing was my girlfriend looked at David and goes, "Oh my god, he is fucking wild up there."
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, my favorite part about I said my favorite part about the difference between like David and Neff is that it doesn't matter which one you look at. Even though David definitely goes above and beyond, and that motherfucker feels the entire show, but Neff is right there behind him the entire time. And that's what makes their shows great.
Yep.
Is that you watch both of them, they're literally just fucking... You got David over here, like, you don't know what the fuck that guy's gonna do when he's swinging his microphone, throws that bitch, flies off, hits someone in the face, finds another microphone, starts screaming just because it's
You
there.
should have seen them in Hayes at Rockalua. They were jumping up and down on the stage, and the whole fucking thing was like about to cave in on them. You could see the fucking thing coming off the front, like the rafters that go together and shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, in understanding, like, talking to, not only is it hearing David's comments on here, in the banter that we would have back and forth, but also hearing, like, Neff's comments about, oh, you've never met David yet. This dude's wild as fuck. And you're like, alright. But getting to see him live, especially, like, the first time I saw him and just understanding how wild he is, you absolutely love it. And that's part of the, like, one of my favorite things about watching live concerts. I think it was like 10 years before I got to see Taking Back Sunday, and granted, Taking Back Sunday might not have the best overall like performance live, but what he does with a microphone will fucking blow your mind. Because he'll take that microphone and he'll sling it out, and it will literally look like it's going like right here in your face, and he'll fucking rip that bitch right back, pop it up, spin it around, throw it around his neck a couple times, and then start singing into it again. You're like, how the fuck did he just do that? I forgot he has a guitar and lay on him all the time. He can't play the entire time.
So something I was thinking about when we were talking way earlier, I don't remember what it was about at all. Is oh no, it was about cold weather Bros weekend. We should, now that Welcome's in the show, we should get with Brad sometime, do another fucking
float tank,
and go do a beer tour in KC. Do that. Do another fucking grilled meats day and beer. Just a whole fucking gamut. I think that sounds fucking incredible.
Float tank for sure.
Yes.
We should.
So relaxing.
We should all
Hour sessions this time. Hour sessions, not 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Fucking an hour. Or maybe even an hour and a
Ooh,
half.
speaking of, I wonder what Brad's doing this weekend. I don't have a chance to see.
I think we're thinking different.
Come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know Brad? What's going on here? Brad, how are you making friends off my fucking friends? What is this?
Dude, it's 4th of July.
I know.
4th of July.
What is this? What the fuck
4th
is
of
this?
July was a fucking game-changing day for me. My eyes were open to the Brews Bros.
We like to have fun here.
No, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll be in KC on Saturday.
Oh, you're going to the game. You're looking for a place to crash for free. You freeload motherfucker.
Hey, he's got a full basement, man. I mean, that's where we've been staying.
I do it too.
No, we got a friend that's letting us stay there, but I don't know what's going to it at the end of the challenge as a smorgasbord reward.
Maybe.
Touche.
But no,
We're going to Ponchos for the
The end of
all
the finale. I like it.
No, Brad, what's fucking Charlie and Justin, his roommates. Whew, if you want to have a good night, those two motherfuckers. Like, we drink beer, they drink liquor.
Oh,
And,
wow.
oh man, and it's all fucking gin and vodka and whiskey, and just they fucking pound it and they mix their drinks.
drinks.
Oh man,
Like there's
chartreuse, tons of chartreuse.
Like there's 60-year-old dudes fucking been making mixed drinks for 50 years.
Yeah,
I don't know how
Like,
people do that.
no, fucking
Girlfriend
smash.
does that. I'm
But the good part about them, and I think we all can appreciate it, is Charlie loves to get drunk and talk music.
Yeah.
That's all he wants to talk about.
After
Justin
everybody went
loves to
bed
get
one
drunk
night,
and talk technology.
he talked to me about music theory for like 2 hours.
Oh, I believe
fucking
you.
have a blast
And
with
I
this
don't
guy.
remember shit. Unfortunately.
Well, that's like
they're fun
so.
guys.
So what you people don't get to see is like, it used to be a thing when I was just coming on as a guest. But like Chris and I, every time that I come over, it would turn into like we have to make a beat before I can leave. And these guys got to see it actually happen the last
What, 2
time.
weeks ago?
Yeah,
3
when,
weeks ago.
when it happened. Because we walk up there and they get to see our collective minds work. And it's crazy because Chris will say something and I'll be like, how about like a doom 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 doom? And he'll be like, yeah, but how about if you go like this, like doom 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 doom? And he'll be like, ooh, that's fucking great. Let's do it now. Like throw that in there. Now throw that.
Yep.
And that's like, that's how it works. Like the craziest process, and you just see stuff like that, and you're like, these are two fucking absolutely insane people. Like to see an outside perspective of
Literally with the right state of mind, whether you're alone or with friends, you can make a fucking fire beat in 8 minutes. As long as the juices are flowing.
oh yeah.
Like I can make drums no problem. It's the melodies that I struggle with sometimes. Because chords and music theory and all the bullshit. I just play by ear. And that's it.
By the way, Jason, if you're
But
dying,
most of the time I'll do a beat in 20, 30 minutes.
who's yelling at
And then just
mediocre
leave.
restaurant staff?
And then I revisit it and go.
Everybody
Wanna keep
else,
them?
it's left to them
Yeah,
now.
No, they're all
Or I'll
yelling
make
at
a
me.
note on it and say, finish this shit.
Wait, according to Wilcom
Like
earlier,
some
it's
loading
Wilcom. Wilcom
files
is yelling
and
at mediocre
then
restaurants.
Apparently. No comment.
Oh, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to plan out a 4-day.
Brad!
I just texted him. I said, "Hey, you're not
You're
on here,
fucking late! What are you doing this weekend, buddy?
Oh, are we toasting
Here's
to
a
Brad?
cheers to
Toast
Brad.
Oh, fucking
Tater!
tater.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Andy, choke for it! There's like 4 people that are super stoked for dieting.
And 3 of them are on the fucking couch.
3 over the fucking couch.
One of them's my wife. Actually, no, she's not. She's like, I just wish we could eat like shit all the time. Well,
Hey, everybody likes a good enchilada.
maybe that's what I should do is
They're just sitting there waiting to eat.
plot us
Take
out
chokes.
all a good
Karma.
4-day weekend sometime, like 3 months in advance. We go
Yeah,
through that
that was
4-day weekend. There's a poker tournament in there, some beer, some fucking isolation tanks, and just
Little
the whole
massage
thing.
parlor.
Maybe. But
Happy ending.
How did I know you were gonna say happy
Little
ending?
rub and tug.
aren't you a happily married man? Isn't
Very.
Very. Tate's getting drunk.
oh, so he's talking about your beard, Tate.
Tate, how long you growing that beard out?
Your lack thereof.
September-ish.
September-ish?
Committed to no longer letting a razor touch his face.
Good on you.
All the way up. Don't even
Yeah,
turn
I
up
see
here.
it. Look at this.
Don't
I
even
know
turn
this
up
part
you're
right
growing,
here.
You're growing shit right here, and I'm like,
You're
God
getting the-
damn, it's growing way the
Yeah,
fuck
it's almost.
out.
It's like
You're
it's up
getting the
my
Gimli
cheekbone.
special over there. Fucking.
I told
But
you.
his wife, happily married.
Oh,
the
she's
real
the one who
question.
asked you to grow it out, didn't she?
Yeah. And I told her there, it's like, should I go have it trimmed? She's like, no, just let it keep going.
Well,
Like,
so
she loves it.
so
she loves
Brad,
your brother. Is that it? Is that
Brad,
him,
we
the
have
mountain man?
something here
My
that we
brother
have to
can't
talk
grow a beard
about.
like this.
no?
So his wife had a party this weekend, and the head honchos were there, and the head honchos got Tate fucking hammered.
Is it because you're a hillbilly and they think they're smart people? Is that
There
what
you
it
go.
is?
They just want to make themselves feel good.
Let's watch this hillbilly drink and entertain us.
See, that's
No,
how I
no.
felt in Colorado.
No, they would. It was just the bartenders were just relentless. I was like, I'll take a double, and they made it like a quadruple. I'm talking like
big nose.
no. If we have like a glass
And
like
you didn't
this,
turn it down at all either. You're
this
like,
there was.
oh, all
give it
right,
to me.
I ordered
Bring it
a
on.
whiskey and coke, and it was whiskey
It was whiskey
that
with a
far from the
splash of
top.
Coke.
and it was just Coke. Boop, and I lost control.
It would have taken one of those to make me lose control. What did you have? 4?
So I had $60 when I got there in cash, and I left with 11. That's how much I have in my wallet right now, and that was the only thing I'm spending cash on. So I spent what, $49 at the bar.
That's only like 4 drinks, man. That's not that.
No, they weren't that bad. They're about $6 a piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Surprised.
And then I bought somebody a drink, and then some people bought me drinks. Oh, all I know is I don't remember past 9.
So, speaking of now drinking and guys, blah, 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 we've talked in the past, and I was thinking about this just a couple days ago. Matt Stewart at the Voo, we should meet with him, see if we can't get some sort of tasting thing going on through him, and get some people out there. Just, hey, look, it's a Saturday, let's do some tastings. Let's do a live review with some fans, shit like that. I don't think that would be a bad thing. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, we need to fucking get out there before we burn it. I don't, but people have referenced him to us and me to him. So I believe that's
I don't know
something
I've been to the old building or whatever once.
the old hideaway.
Vulcan probably has a better in
Oh, I bet.
any of us, I'm guessing. But
What the fuck are those shoes?
Echoes.
my work shoes.
Those Echoes? No, those are rock boats.
Work shoes, funeral shoes,
Work shoes.
whatever.
Those shoes are the reason I don't wear my dress shoes.
What do you mean?
No slips.
Sometimes I feel like they're not as appealing as other shoes. How about that? They are very meh.
So what is? Yeah, Jason saying like, bro,
They were probably $18.
I was
you
gonna
doing
say,
being
he
seen
didn't-
in public?
He didn't go out of his way to choose those shoes. He chose those shoes because he had to have those shoes.
Brad, it's the dude.
I was gonna change tonight.
What is he
like I
saying?
normally do, but I'm like, fuck it.
He's
So what-
absolutely right.
What were we talking about with Matt?
I was prompted, I guess, by some people that I work with that said that they had introduced our show to him. And that he was he was interested in doing some craft beer themes.
Oh, I fucking love Matt.
Okay, yeah, you mentioned that before, but I figured it.
He's a really good dude. And being someone who went to the Hideaway, and watching that whole thing unfold, and then him getting the Voo. They're also supposed to be working on the old funeral home downtown.
I didn't realize he was the same person who's going to be doing that.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
supposed to be called like the Last Stop or something like
Yeah,
They're
that.
taking the funeral home and turning it into a
Yeah,
bar.
we're turning it into a bar. It's called the Last Stop.
You should have heard fucking Felix talk about that.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit. Just keep in mind that Felix is fucked up 100% of the time.
Always, always.
120% of the time. And he's talking to me about this, and he's like, the most fucked up thing I ever saw was 2 kids who died in a fire, and they shared the same coffin. And so I was asking him, I was like, were they like side by side? Were they like toes to head? Were they on top of each other? How were they? He's like,
ashes.
he's like, does it fucking matter? I said, it does, because it lends credibility to your story. He's like, you're fucked up, man. Why are you even asking? I was like, I'm really enticed now. And like, it went back and forth until eventually he just walked off, and I'm like, no, I don't know.
I don't know.
So sometimes I don't know.
Shit.
So sometimes I don't know if he is completely full of bullshit and this was a joke and he just didn't finish it, or if it was actually a real fucking thing. Because he does it all the time. Like, he'll start to joke and then he just cuts off. And he's like, no, that actually happened. It was terrible when I was there. And I was like, oh fuck, I was just laughing. And then other times he's just cracking up, and I'm like, you're terrible. You're a fucking just terrible person.
Who's this famous guy?
Felix, the bartender at Big New States.
Okay.
He's cool as fuck.
Dude, so you know Paige's new boyfriend. I don't think you've met him. Yeah, I don't think you have either. But Les, where I work, calls him Kevin because it was just his joke name for it. We went out.
Like Kevin from Up, the dog.
I have no idea. Oh, maybe that's why, because he says he acts like a puppy, so maybe that's fucking why. But no, it was just it was a joke name, and all night long he kept yelling at him, Kevin, 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 Kevin. And he wouldn't respond until finally he started responding. And then Kenny and I went up to the bar, and we were talking to Felix. And he's like, gotta get used to this Kevin name. And he's like, I just can't get used to it. And then he said something else. So Kenny said something to Felix, and he's like, sorry, what was that, Kev? And I was like, oh, fuck, you didn't skip a beat. You just fucking nailed it, just right out of the park. And I was like, oh, man, this was perfect. This was so perfect. I tipped him $10 just for that.
Just for that.
Jesus.
It was so good. I laughed so fucking hard.
Oh, wow. That doesn't surprise me. Tate's probably been beaten by his John so much, even the women there feel bad for him.
Damn!
Throw it out, Chris. Throw it out.
Talking shit on my goddamn
hey.
sweater.
Woo!
You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Why?
This is lamb's wool.
Lanolin? Your name's Lanolin? Like sheep's wool? Is that...
This is the Westerly, which is the line, but it's a Pendleton sweater. This is the official Big Lebowski sweater.
Is that the only reason you know that? Is it's because of that? Otherwise, are you just really familiar with sweaters? Like, hey.
No. I'm familiar with this sweater. I've watched Big Lebowski and I liked it my entire life. And always looked at that sweater and go, God damn, that's a good looking sweater. And I looked him up online. I wanted to buy
Tate
him.
will beat your dick so much you should call it CM Punk.
But I've looked him up
There's
online.
a joke in there somewhere.
And Teresa had known I'd looked them up online, and they were too expensive. I couldn't go out. I was like, I'm not going to spend that on a sweater. And she got together with her mom and her sister and her, and they split it and got it for me.
I watched the
So how much was it?
$250.
For that fucking thing you're wearing? Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
It's a solid lamb's wool, dude.
I have a Carhartt jacket
$250.
that, I mean, could stop fucking a blizzard, and it was
This is
$60 bucks?
knitted. Look at this.
$60? Was it fucking hand knitted?
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Fuck
It was
yeah.
a fucking machine.
By immigrants
Tate
in
explained
China.
this sweater really legitimately
No.
made me think he was gay for a moment.
Dude, look at this. This is beautiful. Oh my god.
Show him, Tate.
This is the gentleman's leisure
Show him
sweater.
that, Tate.
Oh yeah.
I watched The Big Lebowski for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Calmer you are.
Snapchatted you? What?
Calmer you are.
Solid season, right? I mean, it looks comfortable as shit.
Quoting it.
Oh, that's what I texted you when I
I
Snapchatted
did
you.
too!
You almost nailed it too. You Snapchatted me, and then it happened like 8 seconds later.
That's funny.
It was awesome, but I think the timing was.
Best part of that movie when
Yes,
he
'cause
fucking
I watched it,
freaks
I'm
the
like,
fuck out.
It's good, it's funny, but what's his name from Roseanne?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
John Goodman?
John Goodman.
He
Yeah.
makes the fucking movie.
Dude, best part of that movie when he goes and beats the shit out of that car window and then figures out it's not fucking car.
Yeah. He's like, fuck that.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
We'll just throw something out the window and make him think it's the right shit. Fuck him. He does not care.
No time for questions, dude. It's go time. He's got the fucking Uzi. Just rolls out. Oh my god.
It is fucking like fisherman's vest. He's always wearing them.
What I appreciate about Tate is he's super into that sweater, but he can't rock any single style enough to make an actual outfit. Gayo sweater, normal t-shirt, Asian hat, lesbian shoes, work pants. He really needs to have his wife, or more likely mom, start laying out his clothes in the morning. $250 sweater wears 25-cent Culture Vulture hat.
Oh,
I'm going gunshots again.
Tate, you are picked
Wow.
apart. You are fucking
This
apart.
hat matches the sweater. So fucking wrong. I'm bulletproof. These bitches. It's fucking.
So you hear this?
These keyboard ninjas, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Oh, speaking of, we were gonna do this earlier because you mentioned you said keyboard ninjas, keyboard warriors, the fucking bears,
Ooh.
fucking bears
The
game,
Bears game.
and Goose Island.
Alright, can we get on to this?
Go for it.
I fucking love this shit. Okay, so for those of you
I don't know what
who...
we're talking about.
So the Bears played
Double
against the Eagles this weekend. Big game.
Favored to win.
Playoffs.
The Eagles the Bears picked the Eagles for the game.
Dave, we prefer to be called
international bitch. So the Bears were favored to win this game. They played it at home, and their defense is the best defense in the NFL. I think the Rams might be the second closest. Yeah, the Bears.
It's usually top 5.
Yeah, but they got Khalil Mack this year, and it just went from savage to fucking ridiculous. And their offense really developed during the season. But since the starting quarterback of the Eagles got hurt, they have started to look like a very solid Super Bowl contending team. And with that,
the Eagles have?
Yes. So with that, the very last play,
the golden cock.
He is, dude. As soon as Nick Foles comes in, it's like he pisses fucking gold, and he just makes he's like T-Pain. All I do is win, no matter what. Like that motherfucker, really. When he gets in there, he just takes that goddamn team to a whole other level. I don't know how.
During early in the season, he looks like garbage.
He looks like garbage.
So he's like the next Kurt Warner.
No.
Nobody give a fuck about him until
No, he's a miracle.
He's a miracle worker. Like he's a backup quarterback, and then they get hurt. The starter gets hurt, and he comes in and fucking makes miracles happen.
He won the Super Bowl.
He won the Super Bowl last year, yeah. But regardless, back to this game. It came down to a field goal kick. And it was a 43 yard field goal kick. The guy goes up, his name's Barkey or Barney or something like that. Barkey. And he's doinked 10 off the field goal this year. So he goes up, kicks it, nails it. Problem is, they iced him. They called timeout right before the play started, so he has to kick it again.
That's some bullshit, by the way.
It so sucks.
It sucks so bad.
Too.
And he drilled it, dude. He nailed it right down the middle. So he lines up again and he kicks it, and it doesn't just veer like it goes left and it looks like it could possibly go in. It hits the field goal, but it hits the field goal right on the inside of the goalpost. So you're like, oh, there's hope. And it doinks off of that one. It hits the bottom one and bounces back at you. You kill your TV volume, I feel schizophrenic.
Yeah.
But it bounces back, and so it's not good. It's a no good kick. What they later found out was that it was tipped, like a fingertip just barely hit it.
Barely.
Literally, like the tip of the fingertip hit it, and it made it go left, which is all it needs to affect that. But fans literally lost their fucking shit.
Oh, they talked so much shit.
There was a guy who literally walks out and he's
clips
like,
of every doinked kick within 15 seconds that this kid would kick.
His whole season.
They just threw up his whole season of missed kicks. It was
and
horrible.
This guy got fucking destroyed by them. And it's not just one fan, it's not just two. It was the entire fucking world.
By the team rooting for him?
By the fans of the team rooting for him.
Fucked up.
And so, Jason, I'll let you go from here because you have it better than I do.
So, Goose Island Beer, which is out of Chicago, Illinois. So, they released some comments on this, and they said there are 5 tweets about this. And it says, deep breath. We think we're finally okay with talking about yesterday's game. A lot of armchair kickers on here are saying that they could hit that field goal, which we find doubtful. You're going to sit there on your throne of potato chips and vape pens and criticize this dude's athleticism. Get real. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to build a dang field goal post in the middle of our street outside of our brewery, and all you pro athletes can come out here and prove us wrong. This weekend, during normal taproom hours, we'll have a chance for you to show off your kicking skills. Hit the 43-yard field goal, and you'll win beer for a year and eternal glory. Also, that ball was tipped.
So that ball was tipped.
So that is, we've only done one Goose Island beer on here, but the fact that they went out of their way to stop somebody from talking shit on other people was perfect. They went out of their way to say, you know what, armchair fucking warriors, where everybody gets so fucking heated about this shit that happens on TV, and they think that they could do better. You come out here, you actually do better. You win a year worth of prize. You win a full fucking year. So not only is it about beer, perfect. It's about sports, less perfect for me, more perfect for these guys. But it's about people calling out people on the fucking internet.
Oh, yeah.
Good. You know what? Fuck you. Man up. Go out there, fucking kick it.
Well, and normally most of the time, like, and don't get me wrong, I was at the Chiefs game a couple weeks ago when we lost to the Chargers, and that was absolutely heartbreaking. Like, I died right there
I
because
told you it was gonna happen.
I was right there in the end zone too. I was 17 rows up, and you just
saw
watched
Henry
this.
catch that ball.
No, he was on the opposite side. He did
Okay.
not. He did not catch that ball. Fuck that guy. But beside the point. But like you, but this is part of being a sports fan. Like you could feel that entire stadium just deflate right there.
Imagine being at the Bear Stadium, Soldier Field.
Oh yeah, no, and trust me, they're way more savage. Like they'll go out and shoot the guy just because he fucking. Let's be honest, they'll go fucking shoot that guy. But the thing is like the best part about this, and this is what really got the fans going, is they had people from their team run to all four corners of the stadium and start talking shit. And so they're in the corner of the end zone, and I don't honestly feel bad for this one. This dude, I watched this dude, and I don't know who he was, where he came from, but he throws a fucking water bottle and drills that motherfucker in the face. And and the guy was
An
fine.
Eagles?
He was no, it was a Chargers guy. But like they all run up and they go to the corner and they start talking shit. You can hear every word that they're saying because you're right there. And some dude like, and me, I was in. I literally said out loud, I was like, "Come on, guys, don't throw shit." And then I hear this motherfucker say, "That's why y'all ain't shit. That's why y'all ain't shit. You fucking lose games that you need to win." And I didn't throw anything, but at that time, I was like, you see pink, and that's why you get hit in the face. Like, I don't justify throwing stuff on the field. Don't let you think of that. But at that moment, it was like, motherfucker, don't talk shit to people in the. Do not go into somebody else's house and talk shit to their fans and not expect something to happen.
Dave, I'm gonna need you here earlier each week, please.
Yeah,
So that,
comment on the audio.
We had like 18 people on earlier, and nobody said shit.
That might be
It was
why
my
they're off
sound
now.
bar literally reverbing into the mic, I think. Because the TVs have been
Watch
down
a
low all
collegiate
night.
Facebook group.
So,
Anthony, typically
Yes, I
add a
do.
disclaimer when you
I
talk
try
shit.
as hard as I can just to.
so over my holiday break,
Hour later, hour and a half later.
I don't know if you can hear that, but Jason said nobody fucking cares. Say Josh. Welcome.
so just like Wilcom over here.
I swear to God, you keep saying my name wrong.
I spent my break in
Intercom.
Denver. Went snowboarding twice, snowshoeing once. Was sick as a dog one day. I think it was altitude sickness after snowboarding.
First day. I think I had it.
Yeah.
What did you do snowboarding? Like downhill or half pipe or both? Or
It's downhill.
Tate's in.
And we went to Loveland Park.
I've always wanted to try snowboarding.
It's fucking hard, dude. It's one of the hardest things I'll
You'll
ever
be
do.
sore as shit the next day, but
And you start on the bunny trail. Do not think you're going to go to the top of the mountain and be able to figure your shit
yeah,
out.
don't go black
Fuck
first.
that.
Don't go black first.
Thanks for the like, Dave. Dave
Dyslexia
Williams, not
kicking in.
Gavin.
Snowboarding is really fucking hard. But,
Film that shit. I'll follow Tate. Tate versus everybody.
I think it'd be easier in skiing though. Is it
You
not?
you paint everybody's
I don't think
balls,
naturally,
Josh.
no. But it's easier on your knees. Skiers,
So much better after a
I've
few
only
more
ever
beers.
snowboarded, but I've always
I've
heard
always wanted
that
to go.
it's easier on your
That
knees.
shit's so expensive though.
Yeah, the lift pass is $80, and that's the cheapest around. If you go to
Is
any
that
of
for
the
your
other,
stay or per day?
per day.
Marshmallow and graham cracker flavor.
My balls are painted
We
all
only
the
need to go
time,
for a
bro.
day, right?
For a single
My
day
ink was
pass.
blood.
You're gonna be wore out.
Well, I mean, you can get multiple day passes and save quite a bit of money.
I did not
But then you
realize
also
Cherry
have
was your
Reynolds.
enemy, David.
We get
Yes,
cheaper.
I was going to say,
We get 20
wow,
bucks a day.
Cherry.
Maybe it's 25.
You guys have a real
if
love-hate
you get all your
relationship.
That's boots, bindings, and board. I have my own helmet. If you get your rentals on the mountain, though, you'll probably be paying another $70. So you got to be smart about where you get your rentals.
So get them in town and go up.
Didn't
Get
you
them in
guys
town and go
just
up.
buy your own fucking gear? I thought you guys bought your own shit like that.
We got some of our gear. We got helmets and goggles. But I need to get a board and boots and bindings.
So you guys both snowboarding, not skiing anymore?
Teresa skis. She skis. She's got way too much prefrontal cortex, and it's much too safe. Snowboarding, you have to commit your board down the mountain. You got to point your board down, and then go. Skiing is a little bit less dramatic that way, I guess.
Because you zigzag the whole way.
David, I'll give
You
you
do
all the
on snowboard,
DNA you
too.
can carry in a
It's
small
just,
cup
it-
after
it
a
feels
few
more natural.
4 or 5 minutes.
Because
Kyle!
It's
It does!
together.
P-R-E-S-S-U-R. Driving me insane.
What?
What's your heavy
What's
though?
happened?
Kyle, I'll be in KC on Saturday. What are you doing? Kyle Pettigene is from Brookville, Kansas.
Cheers to
Oh, that's
Kyle.
unfortunate.
He was in a band called Imminent Domain.
Ooh, I know that name.
They're fucking badass.
Oh! Okay, yeah. You too. I'll take
I
them.
used to follow them everywhere they went. I was their fanboy.
You're a roadie?
Yeah, I was a roadie. You could say I was a roadie.
I bet he
Uh,
prefers the term groupie.
No, but with oh, are you working at what? Is it the bar you're working at, or they have a live show that night?
Just like my normal kids, David. I can't play on my fucking phone. I fucking hate you.
Oh, sure. Come to KC and don't let me know. Welcome, so we can hang out.
Who
Thanks
said
for
that?
heads up.
I literally,
Yeah, where was he at?
He wasn't on here.
I said that. I literally said
Oh
that.
yeah, he logged in right after we were talking
Fuck
about
you,
him.
Brad. I said, what's
Just
Brad
started
doing?
down the road to being Tate 2.0. Fucking nice.
So now you're gonna have to go back and watch. when
I
we were talking
literally
shit on
said, what's Brad doing? Big Dudes Music City. Okay. I was
Actually,
saying because you weren't there originally. You were at, last time we talked. You were at the other place. Neff.
you.
Brad, he was talking about you earlier, and I was like, I think we're talking about different Brads. And he's like, Brad. And I was like, Brad? And he's like, Brad. I was like,
Big Dudes Music
Really?
City
fucking
store or
seriously?
It's a
And
venue.
I was like, when did you two become friends? I was like, why does Brad have more friends from the show than I have fucking friends from the show? That's when I
Do they
texted
do
you.
hip
Kyle, we're going down there for the Chiefs game, and then we're gonna go out.
Does that do hip hop or just rock? That venue.
Arm wrestling competition among the cast. Who wins?
Oh, not me.
Not me. Not me.
Probably Tate's bitch ass.
That's right.
I don't know.
That's embarrassing, though.
We should do that.
We should do it.
That's embarrassing.
6
Just to
weeks?
see.
Can we get a regulation size arm
I
wrestling?
had some chick
Josh
challenge to an
Cook
arm
says
wrestling
tape.
match a couple weeks ago. Where the fuck? We were
I
at
have a
my
buddy
sister's.
from work that is
And I
going
was
to the
like,
Chiefs
"Alright."
game.
And
Brad,
I
go
felt
with
bad
him.
when I beat her.
Tailgate with
I'll
us. We'll
lose,
get
I don't
fucking
care.
drunk.
I'm
Going
bad
out
at it. My brother,
afterwards.
Clark, badass at arm wrestling. Clark, don't arm wrestle.
So,
arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling doesn't
Tate's pretty
have a
fucking
lot
strong.
to do with actual. Well, it does, but it does. It's a different form of strength. I mean, you could
Size
lift
and technique.
tons,
I think there's a lot of technique to
but
it.
yeah, oh yeah,
Because
absolutely.
Clark techniques the shit out of me, and I don't even stand a chance.
A lot of it's
That's what I'm saying. What is it? The Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he's like instantly like rip the
Uh,
wrist, rip the wrist.
I don't. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester
It's over
Stallone,
the
there you go.
top.
There it is. What's
They all look the same
what's
to
my
me.
favorite Sylvester Stallone? It's the one where
Hey,
they're
Jeffrey.
climbing, they're rock climbing. Oh.
Next week you
I
need
know what
to
you're talking
watch
about, where he's
Over
like,
the Top and
The lady dies. His best friend dies or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I want to say it's Avalanche, but it's not Avalanche. It can't be something that simple, can it?
I don't think so. It's a
Alright,
rock
I gotta
climbing
get
movie.
Brad's number from
Ooh,
you.
rock climbing movie?
Yeah, with Sylvester Stallone.
It's not rock climbing. It's mountain
Wow.
climbing. Isn't
Mountain
it?
climbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger?
Cliffhanger. It's got to
It
be
is.
it.
Actually,
That's
put it
gotta
in
be
there,
it.
so you
Oh,
don't have to
fuck,
actually
I
say
don't
that
know.
line
Damn
number.
right it's it.
Yeah, listen to him over here. He's like, Goddamn right, that's it. I know what I'm talking about.
I played the video game. I remember Sylvester Stallone.
The
being
video
in
game? There was a
it
video game?
for Cliffhanger.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's horrible. On
Alright.
like Super Nintendo, I think. I probably have it over there.
You probably fucking
We're gonna have to do
will.
a round robin arm wrestling tournament,
Oh god, this is gonna be fucking
so
ridiculous.
everybody can arm wrestle everybody.
Brad, if you receive a phone call in about 5 seconds, it's me. Answer and say she-devil.
She-devil? Brad will totally say she-devil.
Joe Emerson, make sure you break the postseason home field drought, Nathan.
Good night,
Yeah,
Neff.
Joe.
That would be great.
That's what I'm talking
That
about.
would be great.
Good night, Neff.
Have a good one, Neff.
Later, Neff.
Have a good one, everybody.
Cheers, bro.
How often does this live event happen? Every Tuesday, Kyle, 7
7
p.m.
p.m. Central.
7 p.m.
Hopefully,
Central
Andy
time.
Reid can get a playoff win.
This is the 72nd episode.
I thought you were saying this is a 72nd
This is weird about
episode,
calling somebody
not
on
the
the
72nd
podcast.
episode.
No, yeah, Kyle. Usually we drink 2 beers and
Yeah.
we rate them.
We're a
on a
minute
1
and
to
10
10
seconds.
scale.
Let's get these reviews in.
She-devil.
She-devil.
Hang up on his bitch ass.
Oh, hold on.
No, just hang. Don't put it on speaker.
Go ahead.
Hey! we love you,
He is-
Brad.
oh god.
Oh,
quick.
He hung up. He hung up.
While he's watching, I tell you, Brad's in for July 4th again.
Oh yes,
So-
Brad has to be up for July 4th.
July 4th is going to be lit every
Yeah,
year.
Kyle. Every Tuesday we do this
As
at
long
7
as-
o'clock p.m.
As long as Tate doesn't have too many children by then.
We try and rate 2
Oh,
beers
well,
a night.
pop it on
Sometimes
the
we
base.
do
You
3.
knock
It
your
just
one up
depends
this year,
on what it is.
you'll at least get this July
You're
4th.
more than welcome
Yep,
to always
so-
join us. We have a good time.
It's true.
Will we? It'll be
Try to
nice.
stay as unusual as possible.
Also, we'll always have a DD. Hey!
If I keep her knocked up all the time.
No, at least for a little while.
Okay.
I mean, that'll work really well. Really, really well. I have had the mango wheat.
Ooh.
I do not like Blue Moon uses a yeast in their beer that I don't like. So even their mango wheat, I'm not a huge fan of. I love mango
Blue
wheat
Moon is a
beers
Coors
though.
product.
We throw that.
Is
in
it?
the drink.
Yep.
I did not know that.
So I went to the Coors Brewery while we were in Denver.
That I did know.
It's a Coors product.
Okay. Blue Moon does have 2 beers that I like a ton. Their horchata beer is great, and their cappuccino beer is great. Their molasses beer is okay, but everything else, that yeast flavor is way overwhelming to me. I just fucking hate Belgian yeast.
So you've had it. So what did you give the
For me, 5 maybe.
5?
I mean,
So Kyle, we have our own special ranking scale that we give 0 to 10, and as you can see in the background, that's what each one of them is. The mango brew, I didn't mind it. I think I like it better than the actual Blue Moon, just because I don't like.
oh yeah,
I don't like Blue Moon very much at all.
that fucking Belgian yeast flavor, and it's got a heavy coriander flavor to it.
Yes, definitely.
Too. Oh.
I gave it a 6 for just a regular Blue Moon. It's a basic one, so I don't go out of my way to drink Blue Moon, but I'll drink it. I like it. I like that one. I'd give that one a higher one, definitely a 7, because I would drink that one. The mango, it's delicious. Tate, got any input on that one?
Blue Moon?
Yeah, the mango Blue Moon. You had that one?
I don't have apparently these little girl style
Of course,
aversions to
fucking go with
Belgian fucking yeast.
That's not true at all. You have rated 3 or 4.
Shots fired.
That is not true at all. You have definitely expressed your opinion on girly and non-girly beers. And,
Yes.
And as the intro shows, Tate, you
Josh,
love
you're
you some fruit
12, you
beers.
don't have a vote.
You love you some fruit beers.
Jason's weird. I don't like the Belgian yeast
It's got
flavor.
a weird fucking flavor, man.
Like bananas and raisins.
That's not it at all. That was fucking barley wine, you piece of shit.
one now. Well, you weren't about 4
I
weeks
like
ago.
the barley wine.
So
That was me.
no barley wine. We cannot have barley wine. I don't know if anybody else has had barley wine, but
I've had the mango and I've had the other Blue Moons, and it's
21,
a generic
12.
bitch beer.
Dyslexia's a bitch.
It's got.
I don't know
it's
any
not
self-respecting
spicy,
man
it's
who's like, oh, I like to drink Blue Moon.
I know quite a few.
That's a
I know quite a
ladies'
few.
drink. No offense, ladies, but Blue Moon is a ladies' drink.
you can literally drink at the next party. Whoop whoop.
Oh shit! When are we gonna start promoting that thing too? Man, maybe it'll be 2 fucking blocks.
Promoting what?
The
Block
party.
Oh God.
Let's fill up this block again. Let's get this block lit.
Hey, next
I
time,
don't think I've had a better
to-
time
Hey.
ever.
We're gonna market
next
some
time,
money to it,
get
Okay.
well, hey,
and maybe do like some badass raffle or something.
next time,
Sure.
we'll put I'll pay for the sound pass, and I'll do some live music.
Let's sing a song.
Not necessarily. It's the
Either the dryer or the dishwasher.
not necessarily saying
Dryer.
like but at least because you have to pay for people to play like anything over speakers in Salina.
Right.
So if you have a like that, we can make that happen. I can also bring a entire sound system, and we can fucking really get this bitch started.
You guys are gonna see a side of me you've never seen.
Well, Josh, nobody's ever seen you drunk, so here we go.
No,
Whoa. No. Our block party needs to be relocated to involve bonfires. Out in the
Well, just
sticks.
throw it right in the fucking center of the street.
the street was blocked off. I mean,
It was
there's
blocked off. It's why it's a
Great
block
idea.
party.
throw it in the driveway.
I'm talking about a bonfire, not some little piddly-ding fire that you guys have.
Huh?
I'm
You-
talking about
Alright.
one that goes 60 foot in the fucking air.
Oh,
All right,
I'm
next
not fine
time.
with that.
Next time we'll go to my sister's house. It's out in the sticks.
So we
far
can
away?
get a good. We can get a
1.2
good
mi-
fire
2.2
pit going,
miles?
maybe in the
There you go.
backyard.
Huh?
I said we can get a good fire pit going, maybe in the backyard.
Fun
No,
fact.
like a
I
metal
tried
fire
that.
pit.
Bon
No, not like
Fire.
on the ground, but
Wow.
like a metal
Tate,
fire
you're
pit,
gonna
like
read that
big
one.
10-foot radius fire pit. So
They
we
told
might be able to
me-
do that.
My fire has to be 30 foot from any structure.
Oh yeah.
It makes sense. Depending on
All right.
how,
Well,
depending on how big it is. I mean, like we have a chimney. There's no way that's gonna be 30 foot from any structure.
Or
So
approved.
open flame.
Or approved.
well.
Josh
okay.
Cook's got the place. He says he's got a pad.
Okay, so here's what we can do. This is
But
what we
will
did for
people
my.
actually come out there?
It depends on how far away it is.
Well,
I mean,
here's the
like
thing.
here isn't
Exactly.
that bad of a location.
Yeah.
All right, so,
So-
here's the thing. This is what we can do. So we did this for my 30th birthday party. We had people park at like my parents' house or wherever, and my dad's an Uber driver. So what he did was he just Ubered them out, Ubered them back. Like it wasn't a charge necessarily. Like we prepaid him. We filled up his tank of gas and said, "All right, when your gas goes out, we're gonna fill you back up." People could pay you cash for giving them rides, but we'll pay for your gas, to fill your truck up to and from. As long as you drive them, and then once you're done driving, like they'll have your phone number. It'll be in a message, once they need you, you drive back. And you drive back, just keep doing that, like just like a bus route would be. So every 20 minutes, if you need them, drive back out, drive back.
So how far is this farm, Josh?
Well,
Fucking
was
Southern
just saying-
Grove?
That's what I'm saying. We could do it at my sister's house, and it's just off of whatever that it used to be called, Happy Corner.
I know
But
that name, but
it's El Saline Elementary now.
Is it inside the city limits?
No, it's outside the city limits.
Good to go.
perfect.
Well, you say that.
We'll
but
get a fire 60 feet in the fucking air, dude.
Is it worth
These sticks are way the
changing-
fuck out where you have no cell service for miles.
We're gonna cut down
Fuck
as
that.
many old pine trees as we can. Those bitches will go up.
Is it worth changing our entire location to justify a fire, though?
No.
I mean,
Yes.
last year we had quite a
I'm
tournament.
gonna
Well,
dance around the
and
fire,
but-
there was a
and-
pretty decent.
play the bongos.
But this is what I'm saying.
Fire's
For
not
like
that important.
for like my
Yeah.
30th
I
birthday,
don't think so.
we
have
did.
grills. If you want to hang around a fire, go hang out by the fucking grill.
Yeah.
And sweat
Well,
your balls off.
There you go.
No, but I'm saying if we want to do it somewhere where we can do something like that, like
Oh, I get you.
we did a 50
Now
foot
it's
slip
called
and slide.
Predator
We
Alley.
did a 50 foot slip and slide with.
Oh, we
foot
talked
cover
about
at the
that.
end of it.
I was talking about that. Or we just get some fucking...
Yeah, I just didn't want to ruin
Sheets.
my fucking yard.
Yeah,
'cause we were
because it
car
would.
Time
ruin
fire
your
smells
fucking
great.
yard.
Burns forever. Now it's called Predator Alley.
We had just got my yard green, and we didn't want to ruin it with a fucking slip and slide.
Agreed.
Because I thought about it. I was gonna
Oh, yeah.
All this water is
to
killing
slip
me.
and slide into a baby pool.
Yeah. You
Biggest
talked about that.
downfall.
Yeah, I remember
Biggest
that.
downfall of fucking diet. Drink all this water, pissing every time.
I'll bring the powder.
No. Last year for the block party, one of the best times I've ever had. And most of the time, I mean, I wasn't involved in a lot of stuff. I was going between things and just seeing how people were doing and shit like that.
You were there?
But yeah, I was.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm quite sure.
I remember the party. I just don't remember you.
And that's good because I don't remember a fucking thing that you did at all.
Except when?
I don't even remember that.
All the
So
time.
literally, I didn't watch after we got knocked out of the game. Didn't watch anybody fucking play. So I don't give a
I was
shit what
hoping
you
that's
did.
what he was talking about.
Was that the
Dave.
first round? That was the first round. Yeah.
I don't remember. No, yeah, we
That was the
definitely
first
got out in
round.
the first round.
Who was the first round?
Me. I got knocked out in the first round.
Of
It was us versus David and Cherry.
I wasn't
So-
there soon enough to get that game.
Yeah, it was. I was out.
That was a shit bag.
And then I was
I got there late.
sharing beers with people and making sure that everybody was comfortable. Unlike Tate, who was just worried about himself. A fucking selfish piece of shit.
I remember I brought a assortment pack of Boulevard beers,
I
and
remember
by
we
the
had-
time we got to
Is that cooler empty?
Yes, it's been emptied.
Is it?
Did you break them all?
well, by the time we got
Shotgun
to
practice?
nails, by the time we got to stumps,
Oh, the shotgun.
You know
Tate
shotgun?
got fucking rolled.
I got 380.
Stumps.
I got AR.
Chandler killed him. Killed him.
I'm drunk as fuck. I ain't drank like this in like 3 weeks.
I know. I was thinking that,
Because
that
we
was
haven't done this
that was
in
third
3
beer
weeks.
in, and I was
trying
like,
to stand up again.
I was like, man, I'm gonna have all 6 of mine. I budgeted in 6.
I just walked there and I was
Fuck
like,
no, man.
ooh.
Oh, it's good. It's good times, man.
Makes you forget just how drunk we get.
Smile,
on
Tate. You have a $250 sweater, bro.
Yeah.
Pop that collar, motherfucker. Dude, they spoiled me so hard this year.
And you didn't get your
When'd
wife
you get
shit.
your wife?
I give my wife a present every morning.
Oh, the happy present, huh?
Yeah.
I fucking doubt that.
She's really good at gifts, and I'm really shitty at them.
Same with my wife.
And
You need to do
shut
something
the
that's
fuck up! I'm telling a
surprise.
goddamn story, Jason.
There's a story here. I get to hear a whole
She's
story
really good
about
at
how
being
you're such a
firebrand
shit
now.
husband. Great, tell the story about Tate being
No,
a shit husband.
I'm very fortunate that somebody cares enough to get me gifts.
Your wife's a fucking saint. I don't understand it. But then
I don't know why she loves me so much.
I don't understand why she puts up with us at all either. And then she's always leaving, so maybe that's why.
She can't. She can only
Some
take you
dog
guys.
fried
Well,
rice.
she likes
I agree.
Chris. She likes Yukon. She likes Neff. But
Yeah, I met her
as
for the
soon as
first
she's
time.
around Jason, she's like, I gotta get the fuck out of this place.
You know, you say
It
that.
doesn't make sense. As soon as you shut up, she fucking dipped the fuck out.
You say that, but at
I was
Salina on
wondering why
Tap,
she went Friday night.
at Salina on Tap, she was like, I don't know why Tate gives you so much shit. And then I was like, oh, it's because I give Tate shit. And then she was like, you're so nice. And I
No,
was like, oh,
She
okay.
never
So-
once
it was-
said,
it
"You're
was-
so nice."
It was
That
great.
never happened.
That absolutely
That is
happened.
total bullshit.
That
is total
absolutely
bullshit.
She the
happened.
next morning told me, "You need to be nicer to Jason." Never once did she say, "Jason's so nice."
so can I
yes.
say this? Can I say this? When Jason walked in, your wife's eyes.
Oh, it was within 10 minutes she left.
They glazed over.
Within 10 fucking minutes. But it's probably because you were at that point where being such a drunken
fucking
piece of
drunken
shit
asshole.
that she was like, I can't fucking deal with this
No,
guy right now.
but when she looked over at Jason, like it was like she was excited to see him, but she didn't go say hi. But it was like a hi without saying hi.
It really was.
And then you looked over and you said, "Dude," looked over and goes, Fucking Michelob Ultra! Are you kidding me?
At that point, that hadn't happened yet.
Oh,
yeah. What are you drinking? Nothing. You fucking piece of shit. What are you doing not drinking? And I was like, well, it's a calories thing. And you're like, what are you doing? You're not eating calories to lose weight? I was like, that's kind of how that works. You're like, you piece of shit. Like, that was the entire conversation.
Why is everybody a piece of shit to you?
And he looked at me and he was like, isn't that how this fucking works? I was like, yeah, it's fucking how this works.
Yeah, that's the way it works when your homie's getting ready to debut his rapping fucking skills and you won't even have a goddamn beer.
That wasn't it at all. I had a beer that day.
It is what it is.
I had one beer that day. Just wasn't there.
Just sitting there being a bummer, bringing the whole fucking crowd down.
We were having a great conversation.
Yeah, nobody wanted to be around Jason.
Wow. I did.
Yeah. So did Archie. She was great.
We had a great time.
She and I talked for like an hour.
Oh, well, I'm surprised. The way she was talking about you.
You know who it wasn't? Archie wasn't talking shit to? Jason.
No, who she didn't even notice? Jason.
We talked for
they
a
had a whole
while.
conversation. She walked away and she goes, I wish Jason would have been there that night that we did karaoke because I feel like me, him, and what is it, Sarah? It's Sarah. Okay. I feel like we would have had a great time.
I would have sang Disney songs
Sarah?
all night.
Just a saint.
Just the same.
Just,
I agree.
Oh,
just the most
so-
enjoyable.
so can we
sweet
bring
young
this up?
lady.
Alright, so when the hacked episode happened,
Oh my god.
this is gonna be a really funny one. Why do people keep inviting Tate on the show? Or just show up? And it's hard to just send him home. A bit of public service by giving his wife some
Tate
time
has
away.
no real friends, so we invite him
Giving
every week.
his wife some time away. There you go. You got it. Tate, your attitude seems a little tainted right now.
I love Tate. Fuck all of you.
Everybody knows about you, Tate.
No, so last Thursday, so they have karaoke.
Thursday before last, right?
Was it?
It was the
No, it was
Thursday
last
right
Thursday.
after Christmas, wasn't it?
Oh, it was, it was
it's
Thursday.
ago,
Okay,
right
so 2
before-
ago. Okay,
Before New Year's.
before I get this wrong, so they have karaoke at Speaks. And I thought I had it off. I ended up working a little later than I thought I was going to, but we still made it. Julie had to sing without me. She's super salty about it. Don't remind her of it. Too early. I already did.
Yeah, you showed up at like 11.
Yeah.
11.
Well, I ended up having to close. I thought I opened the whole week.
Gotcha.
This
And
was a Thursday night.
I remember because
I was up till
she sent
2.
me and I was like, I would love to join you, but I'd literally been shitting out my guts the entire day. And haven't. That was the weekend where I was like,
Yeah.
guys, if you get sick and you shit out your guts all weekend, sorry. Like
I went
yeah.
to work the next morning after staying up till 2 here.
Hey, welcome to my every Friday morning.
Fuck. No.
Yeah. You have a whole new respect for me?
Josh, I'll sing with you. We can only
No.
do Disney songs, Evanescence, and Barbie Girl by Aqua. That's it.
No, but
Those are the
so
only songs I do.
we get there and we start doing karaoke, and I don't think Julie is prepared for the abomination that is me and my brother. I should preface this. My brother and his girlfriend Laura came up from Florida to be here for Christmas, and it's the first time that I've seen my brother actually in Kansas in over a year and a half.
But you guys have obviously practiced Tribute by Tenacious D.
Oh,
About 50
This is a
times.
tribute. You gotta believe.
So-
and I wish you were there.
so the funny
I wish
part.
you could have seen.
So the funny
it.
part about that whole thing
It's a matter of
is
opinion.
that we've never really tried that song before. But he said, Nate, I got a song I'm gonna play, and you're gonna come up before it's halfway over. And I was like, okay, what song are you gonna play? So he goes up there, and you hear the this is the greatest and best song in the world.
They were doing the double
And so,
voice.
oh
shit.
no, so I'm the one who,
dude, and the other one's doing the other part.
yeah.
Like,
So I
fucking
intro-
killing
When
it.
they practice.
I
Yeah.
introduced my brother to that song.
How long ago?
Oh, probably.
when you were a teenager?
Oh, forever ago.
Yeah.
And so he just knows it, and he knows I know it. And like he said, you're going to come up. So before they say a long time ago, me and my brother Kyle, we were hitchhiking down a long and lonesome road. It didn't even take that. I was up there when he said, my brother Kyle. I was like,
Yeah.
and you get that, play the best song in the world, or I'll eat your souls. And you're like, oh my
He's got
God.
that voice up there too.
And so I
It's
did. I went up,
incredible.
and that's the voice that I use. And you
good.
just see people like, oh my God. This might be
fucking
greatness
happening?
that
Yeah.
is about to happen. And so the song happens.
It was
And
perfect.
You just start seeing people's eyes, like, who are not even any bit of interested in karaoke. All of a sudden start going, and he played the first thing that came to our heads.
It just so happened to be the best song in the world.
But we didn't just go to playing the song. Like, there were 2-part harmonies breaking out. Like,
Dude.
look into my eyes and it's easy to see what and what makes 2, 2, 1 make 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they're
It
like,
was destiny.
and I break out to like, we geek, figgle, giggle, giggle, geek, figgle, giggle, giggle, a figgle, giggle,
The whole thing, dude.
figgle, geek, figgle, giggle, giggle, geek.
They nailed it.
And Cordell's going like the fweet, geek, geek, giggle, 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 giggle.
Oh,
You're like,
man.
holy shit, these guys really know what this song is. I was like, this motherfucker's known this song since he was 10 years old. I don't know how he doesn't know how to sing it. But that shit was so much fun. Like, karaoke is a blast to me.
Oh, if you can
You
get
have
the
to be
right
drinking.
people to go along
Can't be
with it.
sober.
Oh.
Oh, no. But if you get the right group of people to go, like, Chris was getting ready to do a song, and he's like, Chris, go do it. And he's like, nope, not doing it. Fuck you guys, I'm out. And I was like, all right, I got
Not after
this.
that shit. Not after that shit.
Well, that's exactly
That's
why
when he
I
had to
said.
follow up.
I ain't
They wanted him to
following that.
follow up fucking tribute.
That's why I
fucking
said
tripping.
Disney songs because they're usually 2 parts. Aqua
Fucking
Girl
first
or
time
Barbie
ever-
by Aqua.
First
yeah.
time ever doing
That-
karaoke. I ain't
it's two
following
He
parts.
was
those
going to follow up
motherfuckers.
tribute. They called us
No.
today. He was like, nope.
And
Pass.
the other one. So Brad and I did karaoke in Japan, and that's how we did it. Was 2-part songs. One of them was the Gorillaz, Clint Eastwood.
Oh, yeah.
So that was great. We did Evanescence, and we did Barbie Girl by Aqua. I mean, that was
Oh my God,
that,
Barbie
that was the
girl.
way that. Oh yeah. So what was good about that is he and I did that, and then it was a guy and girl who were a couple, and the girl did the guy part, and the guy did the girl part, and they went back and forth. And it was fucking good.
Well, and see,
It was
I didn't
fucking
even
good.
get to do my main one. I usually do Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's
There you
usually how
go.
it ends.
That's the one.
And that's the one I don't fuck around with. I'm very serious about that one.
We broke into Disney
No, I
songs
didn't-
just
I didn't
wandering around Japan. Yes, that's true. We sang the songs from Aladdin more than twice.
As long as you
Fuck
do
the
the
pain
ladder.
away by
Yeah.
Peaches.
Magic carpet ride, man.
No, but
that
like,
was literally
I
exactly
can
it.
show
well, like,
you.
so
Oh,
the song that I
great.
did,
Oh, are we
Oh,
toasting? Is this
Toastin'?
All right.
9 o'clock.
Oh shit! It's 2 hours in, man. Oh
fuck.
damn.
You know, 7 to 8 took forever. 8 to 9 fucking
A
flew
minute.
by.
I agree.
Cheers, everybody. Hey, we love you all.
Cheers.
Thank you for watching.
Disney songs.
Thank you for all the new people.
Brad,
Thanks for
you're the best
commenting.
guy who's not on the show.
Brad, I love you. I'll
Brad,
see you this weekend.
Josh, you're cool.
This is the best song in the world.
the best song in the world.
Fucking love you all. Have a great day.
Cheers.
Cheers.